Yeah.
There we
Whew.
go. All right, recording has started.
So anyway,
So
I started blasting.
so anyway, started blasting. Yeah, no, Linnea, since you're actually here at the beginning, like, why don't you go
Mhm.
ahead and introduce everything? I'm just gonna get music and everything going.
Absolutely. Hello, 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 everybody. I am Alula, otherwise known as Linnea in this session. Usually these are streamed on my Twitch channel. However, I'm currently on vacation and I'm on a couch, so I cannot stream from a couch. But you have a laptop. Yeah, we're not streaming from this laptop. It will explode. And I can't afford to buy a new one. So instead, we're having it recorded as a few of the other sessions are. Welcome in. As you read in the description, this is the God Killer campaign, and let's see if we all can not kill each other. Hopefully, our goal is to not die, and I think if we don't die, we succeed.
Wait,
That is true. I also just thought of something. Is your couch like not a streaming PC like mine is? Pretty sure
No,
all
no,
of our couches are
no.
streaming PCs.
My couch is a streaming PC, but my friend's couch isn't.
Oh, got you. Okay, that
Yeah,
makes
yeah,
so much more sense.
obviously. I'm
So,
actually legitimately sitting on like not even like a cushion because their cushions got dirty, so they didn't clean them. I'm sitting on the bare bones of the couch. And I just put a blanket down. It's kind of feral.
nice. So, before we officially start, I just want to make sure, is everyone good and ready to go?
Yeah, as soon as Gareth stops drawing 20-foot circles over my people.
I don't know what you're talking about.
what proof do you have that it's him?
Yeah,
The
it
fact
could
that
be
it's
Brillow.
red and his icon is red.
Nah, I mean it could just be Brillow using disguise self.
Okay, Brillo, we're good as soon as you stop drawing 20-foot circles over my people. Uh,
Okay, so let me go ahead and start up the music.
you can change your color, but you can't change the fact that I know it's you.
I know what you are. Say it.
You have no proof until they go poof.
There we go. So, where we left off last, all of you were being escorted to the Orcish camp in the Kalrez ruins by Larry, Curly, and Mo.
Why you can't see them? You can't see them like all cool, like Larry. It's Larry.
On your journey here, Gareth saw the large storm clouds off in the distance, realizing that there is potentially a blue dragon somewhere in the desert. Luckily, it didn't come any closer to you guys. As you finally approached into the Kalrez ruins, you see that there are tons and tons of orcs just everywhere. You see they've basically created their own civilization here out of these ruins. Sitting on a throne seems to be one orc that is emanating an aura that feels different from all of the other orcs. And standing next to him is Orog, the orc that is known as the war chief of the Kalrez ruins, and also the orc that Irkbluz fought in the tournament. Upon approach, you can see that in front of the throne, lining the walkway, is many Kuotoa. These fish-like creatures seem to worship the orc sitting upon the throne, almost as a god. And they are completely devout to him, as you are all being brought up toward the throne as quote-unquote prisoners, friends, or guests.
Am I still in the arms of these guys? Have they put me down?
No. So
Alright!
it's still carrying you. As we're gonna go ahead and move you guys a bit.
Can I try to convince them to put me down?
Yeah, go ahead and you can roll me a persuasion.
I have advantage. Are they good? What's their? It depends on what their What's their What is their What is it? What is? Are they a good creature? Or their alignment?
Their alignment, they are technically neutral evil.
So no advantage for me. No, for sure. No, yeah, for sure. Okay, what do I get with a 9?
What do you say to him?
I
Because Curly is the one that is carrying you.
if I want to show respect to your warlord, I need to be able to bow my head, and it's a little difficult for me to do that as I'm in your arms.
But can you just bend your waist?
They look up at you. He like pets your head and he goes, "Oh, Sparkle Shot, it's okay. I bow for you."
Lovely. No, thank you. That's so kind of you.
As all of you are brought to the walkway, you see that all of these other orcs are looking at you guys. And some of them begin to kind of get closer to really see what's going on. Some of them keep their distance, though. As each one of you are brought, say, about right here at the base of the stairs. They won't allow you to go any further. Where you see 2 Kuotoa also standing next to this orc sitting upon this broken throne. Orog speaks up and says, "State your purpose here." And we say Mo speaks up and says, "We have brought prisoner guest friends." And Orog looks over to Gobgool, looks over to all of you. Would any of you like to say anything?
I'll let someone who's not being held, handle this one.
I think at this point Irk would step forward and introduce himself to the chieftain. So kind of like parting past the 3 orcs, you'd say, "I am Irkbluz Hel'torth, and I have returned."
Gobgool's looks down at you from the top of his throne. He says with a booming voice that seems to almost echo through the area. He says, "Torth, you say your name is Irkbluz Hel'torth?"
Yes.
You are the last of the Torth clan. Is that correct?
Irk's gonna look back at the party and back towards the chieftain and say, "Not the last. These Tuskless are my clan now."
So cute.
You adopt Tuskless into your ranks. Then I do not recognize you as an orc. To prove your worth, you know what must be done. As he stands up, and he draws his sword and points it toward you, and says, "Irkbluz Hel'torth, you are officially being challenged to one-on-one combat. Do you accept?"
I thought you'd never ask. And he will heft up Skull Smasher ready for combat.
Okay, you guys are gonna go ahead and roll initiative. The fight just immediately begins as per orc customs.
That didn't take long.
Oh, it says channel's already in combat. Hold on.
This is so funny. I can't move around on Roll20. Okay.
You can't?
No, because my laptop won't let me right click.
What in the world?
It's a little broken. She's okay. She's fine.
I was saying, I'm making. Okay, so you do have. Okay, you have like authority over your character. I want to make sure I didn't like accidentally.
Oh shit. Oh wait, hang on. We talked about this. I gotta. Should I just roll?
You can just roll a d20 plus 2 and take the lower of the two.
Okay. Okay.
Never mind. So you just get a 20. That's awesome.
I'll take it.
Hold on a
Irk
sec.
is a god. Hell yeah.
Yeah, let me get the correct music going here. This one-on-one combat. D. And he rolled a 13.
Sweet.
Okay, that means Irkbluz, you are first. I'll go ahead and move him forward for the combat. He's got his
Okay.
sword drawn. You also have your weapon drawn, and you have first move.
Cool. Am I able to get up to him for 15
5,
feet?
10, 15. Yeah, you can move 15.
Okay, cool. He's going to move 15 towards him, and as he does, he will activate his Giant's Might and grow a size larger.
Okay, so you move up. You can go ahead and move your character up there then. Move up 15
Yep.
feet, and then grow him up to large size.
Cool. And then he will immediately just begin wasting into this guy with Skull Smash,
Okay.
as is typically the move. It's G A D1. And that's now at disadvantage, correct? Because of his addiction.
Yes, because you have 3 exhaustion currently.
Yep, lovely.
And you miss.
All right. Try it again. G1. Oh, there we go. That's something.
There you go. 22 damage. Magical bludgeoning, magical
Beautiful.
fire. So the first one, you swing forward and you watch him just grab it with his hand and says, "You'll have to try harder than that." And then you go, "Okay," and just swing a little bit harder. And this time you hit him on the other side, on the shoulder.
And I'll play my extra 1d6 on that attack as well. For another 4.
1. You said another 4.
Correct.
There we go. Okay, is that the end of your turn?
No, he's going to action surge and try and do all that again.
Okay.
Just keep the pressure on. GK. D1. Okay, yeah. Hang on. There we go. That's another solid whack.
That is another solid whack. And then you add your extra d6.
It's only for one attack per turn, so.
Okay.
So yeah, that's unfortunately the only d6 I can add.
How everyone else? How are you reacting to watching them just immediately start fighting?
Linnea's not surprised.
I'm just looking around the area.
I'm gonna see if there's any spells I can cast that can help them, but I also don't want them to know I cast spells.
Gareth has his head on a swivel, looking for any evidence of anybody trying to cast the spell.
You know what? So I missed that last one. I'm gonna go ahead and burn a luck point and try and get one more hit.
Okay.
So
luck point, you just roll an extra die, correct? Or do you re-roll the whole thing?
when you make an attack roll, you can spend one additional point. You choose which of the d20s is used for the attack roll. So yeah, I could. So I guess I just roll another d20, and if it's higher, then I'll probably apply that instead.
Okay.
It is not.
It's not.
Oh, it is higher than a 3.
It is higher than a 3. It is not higher than high enough to hit him, unfortunately.
Yeah,
So
that would not be high enough to hit him.
7 or 14, yeah.
So then, does that make it Gobgul's turn then?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Well. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay, so you see him after this barrage of attacks. He looks up at you, says, "You do not scare me." So he grips both hands onto his great sword. You watch as this sword is then engulfed into flames, and he says, "Try not to die too fast." As he, hold on one second. Yeah, so he's gonna make 2 attacks.
This dude was not as scary during the tournament, was he?
This is Gobgul. This is not Orog. So this is the one who was on the throne.
Oh, okay. I thought they were the same person. Thank you for the clarification. I was so confused.
He's going to make 2 attacks with his greatsword against you. So we're going to do the first one. Do you have all of your hit points, Irk?
I should, and I updated the sheet, so it should hopefully reflect on average, but I'm not sure.
You can do GHP.
Oh, okay. Or yeah, actually I think it is, because it said at the top of initiative I had all my hit points.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no, all good.
And then he's going to make 2 attacks, so it should be dash RR. There we go. So it looks like it only did one attack. I thought dash RR would give 2 attacks, but first attack did 26 damage, getting a 29 to
Holy
hit you.
shit!
Okay. The fire damage gets cool.
It
That's
already got
automatically
halved. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay.
Yeah, because your character, I believe, already has it halved, so it did that for you.
Nice. Okay.
And now we just do that one more time, as he takes one swipe across your larger than average chest currently, and he's making another swing around to try to just make an X through you. And because you now no longer have all of your hit points, he has advantage on the attack.
Oh, lovely.
There's nothing we can do here, is there?
You could
Not
try,
anymore.
but getting involved may have repercussions.
Fuck.
That's a 33 to hit, and you get another 18
Damn.
damage.
Okay, alright.
As he makes that X completely across your chest. And he just looks at you and says, "How are you feeling now, Irkbluz Hel'torth?" As you've already lost over two-thirds of your HP in 2 swings.
Just looking up at him through gritted teeth. I can take it. As he will attempt to deliver some retribution for that. GK1. Or, oh, did I not?
Are you sure you don't mean number 2?
Did I? Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Damn. Okay, there we go.
Colonial shift.
not going as well as but yeah, we ball.
Gareth will just take his finger and in a counterclockwise motion and use Coronial Shift,
Ooh,
which
secret.
means you get to re-roll a
Oh, I got a reroll on that guy?
yeah.
Oh, okay, alright. I'll just do a D20 then?
Yes. So 10 plus 9 would be a 19. That is going to hit.
Okay. Oh shit. Then how do I...
You could just type dash hit at the end, I think. Like, you can make an attack type dash.
Oh, okay. I see.
Cheat sheet is good.
Oh, shit. Or, oh.
Apply.
Still targeting him though, right?
Yeah, you still target.
Yes, yeah, you still have to target him.
Okay.
Actually, DM,
Yes.
sidebar question. I'm gonna send you a message. I just want to know if this is gonna work the way I think it's gonna work.
Okay. So Irkbluz, that was your first hit, correct?
Correct.
All right. So you have your second one.
Yeah, queuing that up now.
Bring it on. Gobgool still seems to be standing quite strong.
Oh, buddy.
As your four,
That's where luck. Fuck that.
critical failure. You gonna use
Yeah.
luck?
I use my such inspiration.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Let's say that was I didn't even realize that was a 1 at first.
I got you, BB.
Thank you.
That's still a critical failure.
What the fuck? Irk!
Is it time for an omen, Irk?
I am going to offer you an omen, Irk. Would you like me to take that critical failure so you can re-roll for free?
Oh, this is so gonna bite me in the ass later. But yeah, we'll do it.
Okay.
Actually, no. Take my session inspiration.
Oh, man.
Don't
Wow.
growl in my ear. Whoa. Dad boy. Look at a spray bottle.
I had to commit the blue balls.
Earthquake wants to die here, I think.
Voice appeal. That's a natural 20.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Brillow.
Critical 1 to natural 20.
That one. Nat 20. Oh my god.
Take it. Okay. Shit. Let's see. So then I gotta do the
I think it's just dash crit.
dash crit. Yeah, I figured. Seems correct.
God, I cannot believe you went that one.
Are you sure you don't want to interrogate Irkbluz?
Christ, okay.
Oh, only injured.
That's
You added
awesome,
the
though.
D6.
I've not this turn. I will, for what it's worth, I will add a d6 to that.
Is it 2d6 because of the crit?
Shit, would it
Yes.
be?
Yes.
It would be.
Because of the
Yeah.
crit damages, or it doubles all damage die.
I'll take it. Thank you, Brillow. That was a good suggestion. For
Still
another
got your
6.
bonus action, right?
I do. So I have, it looks like,
He's now
one
bloody.
charge.
He's now actually starting to look a bit rough.
Sweet. I have 1 charge left on my amulet. I'm going to go ahead and use that. So I'm going to heal myself. I think that's a free action, right? So,
The amulet, you'll have to look at it to see.
it says it will, so.
At will. Okay, but even though it's at will, it should still have an action cost to it. It's either going to be a bonus action or normal action. Let me look. I'm going to double check.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is the last slot for your amulet, isn't it?
It is last slot.
Okay, yeah, Amulet of Healing. As a bonus action, you
It's
may
saying
cast
it's
a
a-
healing, the heal spell on yourself as many times as the amulet has charges.
Okay.
Okay, so then
Uh,
you cast the heal spell for the last time with this amulet then.
Yep.
And you
Yep.
regain 70 hit points.
Cool. Back to full.
So then I will go ahead and give you
Dude, that
hit points
amulet might
back.
be one of the best gifts I've ever given.
Honestly, it kind of slaps. Not gonna lie.
It kind of hits.
I might have to get another.
Irk plus 70. Oh, we should probably take that down. You shouldn't have 93 of 67.
Get 'em, boys.
Okay, so the Irk minus 26. There we go.
For a half second, Irk feels like he has maybe 150% of his usual vitality.
So as you use the last charge on that amulet, Irk,
Yep.
you see the amulet begin to crack, and then it shatters into a red dust as the amulet disappears from your inventory and is now destroyed.
Okay. We'll remove that now.
I forgot that you had that.
I did too. That's actually a really good use for this. I'm assuming that's the end of your turn, Irk.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it.
Gobgool's looking rougher than you. He says, "You wish to play that way? Very well. I guess it's time for me to get a bit more serious." As you see him to begin to glow red, and you see the Kuotoa beginning to chant, and they seem to be worshiping him harder than they were before.
Oh boy.
As Gobgool yells out and begins to rage.
Oh, that's no bueno.
Son of a bitch.
Rage. 1. Oh, I targeted the wrong person.
Oh. Brillow gets really mad for a second.
Hey, yo!
Bro goes, ah!
He
Stop hurting my friend!
flashback to when he almost killed Jade.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Hold on. Roll 1d12. Oh, nice.
Oh, shit. Oh, is he a wild magic barb?
No. So he has an ability that allows him to gain a hit die of hit points back every time it's his turn.
Oh, okay. Lovely. In the words of Brillow,
Brillow.
son of a bitch.
Like tries to rage. That's a good quote. I like that.
I want to see Brillo raging, I'll be so honest. That sounds cool.
Druid Barb.
Where are the acorns? I can't do the Brillo voice. It's my
Where are the
best attempt.
dryads at?
Oh no.
We're the druids.
Whittling on the dryads.
Okay, so Gobgool has now become very serious. He's coming at you.
Okay.
All right, let me see. I gotta see how to make him roll both attacks at once.
I have a weird question.
Yes.
Can I don't know if I can cast a spell, but can I cast Shield of Faith on... Can I cast Shield of Faith on Earth?
Isn't that just a self spell, like only for you?
No. No, Shield of Faith is anyone I believe, let me check distance.
it's touch.
Shield of Faith is anyone within 60 feet.
You can yell out to Urk to ask, and he can either accept or deny. It would have to be up to Urk.
It's not a willing creature.
No, I'm saying, do you wish to interrupt this one-on-one duel to try to assist him?
Oh, right, because I can't do Subtle Spell. They know if I cast it. Shit. And it's a shimmering... Okay, never mind. I won't do anything.
Respect the 1v1.
You got this, Eric.
All right, here we go. So it's going to be a Gobgool. Great sword. Target Urk. Dash RR. Should be, I believe, 2. There we go. There it is. A 32
Wait,
and a
why
28
does he
to
have
hit.
advantage on the first hit? Eric put that full, no?
Oh, you're right. So he'd have advantage on the second, but not the first one because he's at full. So with no advantage, that would have been 19, 20, 21, 22. It would have been a 22 to hit, which I believe still hits Irkbluz. Yes, that would still hit Irkbluz.
22, yeah.
So a 22 and a 28. And that puts Irkbluz back down to 28 hit points.
God
Damn.
damn.
As he just makes
I've turned, buddy.
another X straight across your chest.
You really only have the one move, huh?
He says, "You'd be surprised." As you see him begin to glow from this red aura, it starts to become warmer near him. And he ends his turn there.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right. As he makes those 2 slashes on Irkbluz, Gareth is just gonna say to Gwen, he's gonna lean into her. Aid Irkbluz. He needs your help. And she's gonna fly and perch herself up there.
Irkbluz, you now have flanking.
Oh,
So
cool.
that
So I have no.
That puts your attacks at normal now rather than disadvantage.
I forgot that you've been attacking at disadvantage this entire time.
Hey.
I believe in you, Irkbluz.
Okay.
Think about how well Urk has been doing, still attacking at disadvantage.
That's feral, honestly. The fact that you're not dead and you're attacking at disadvantage at all times.
Oh yeah.
Wild.
Oh yeah. I'm proud of him for lasting more than a round, honestly. Minus T, GK1D. No disadvantage. RGKT1. Is that why I keep screwing that up?
That is a 24 to hit. Does 23 damage total.
Hell yeah.
I'd like to add a smite
Did it
on
half
that.
it? It doesn't look like it halved it.
It shouldn't, because it's magical, right?
Oh, that's right. Even though he's raging, it's still magical.
Yeah. Perks of having a Skull Smasher.
Yeah, it's Bear Totem when it can be halved for magic stuff.
Ah.
Yeah, because Bear Totem gives you resistance to everything except force damage.
Psychic.
Or everything except psychic. You're correct.
Yeah. You know what? For that one, I'll go ahead and use my Boon of Luck.
Okay, that's your second Boon of Luck?
Should be my only Boon of Luck. I haven't used it yet.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking Luck Point.
Or yeah, no. You're good. Let's go ahead and roll 1d10. As long as it's what, a 3 or higher should do it.
As long as it's 2 or higher.
2 or higher, okay. Because I saw the 19 hit him.
Let's go.
There you go.
That's a hit.
All right,
So
so
I'm
go ahead.
praying over here.
Go ahead and set it to automatically hit then.
Cool.
You do 15 damage. That's a lot of low rolls, actually.
Yeah, that was not the best.
Yours the only rerolls the one once?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
That's
keep
pretty
re-rolling
funny.
ones. You get a 1, you re-roll, and then you take whatever the next one is, no matter what it is.
Oh, you know what? But I do have another d6 from Giant's Might I can throw on that. So, for another 2.
It's another
Nothing
2.
crazy.
There you go. Anything else you can do on your turn?
Yeah, I got a couple options here. I can attempt a second wind. Looking at Irk, I think he's at 28. And this guy does so much damage. It might honestly be better if I invoke my rune here. That might have a better chance of stopping, because realistically, right? So he gets 2 attacks that I know of, and then plus raging damage, I'm guessing. I don't want to metagame this too hard, but just based on what I know, in terms of saving HP, it might be smarter to use my Stone Giant rune. So this is a new one I get at level 7. And it gives me basically what he's got. I have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage, and it doesn't even say non-magical. So I believe that still works, unless I'm mistaken.
So it doesn't say non-magical, it just says bludgeoning. What's the rune called?
The Hill Rune.
Hill rune. Yeah, because if it doesn't say non-magical, then it would just be all of it. Let me
Right.
see.
Okay.
Hill rune. This rune bestows resilience while wearing it. Bears the rune. Advantage on saving throws against being poisoned, and you have resistance against poison damage. In addition, you can evoke the rune as a bonus action, gaining resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage for 1 minute. Once you invoke the rune, you can't do it again until you finish a short or long rest. Yeah, so I mean, it would be magical and non-magical at that point.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess it would probably get to go ahead and pop that and just hope that saves me more hit points than the second one would give me. Pray that keeps me alive for another round. So now he's at pretty much full. I have full resistance against everything he's got, it seems like.
Here we go. Let me go ahead and add those resistances to you.
Appreciate it.
I have it in my notes how to do that.
This music is fucking just making this scary.
You said what?
This music's making this scary shit.
Yeah. Add resistances. Okay. So we are going to do effect. Irkbluz. Let me see. I need your character's full name. Yeah. So this should do it. Irkbluz Hel'torth. I'm just gonna put
Sir.
Irk, and that should affect it. Name of the effect, we're gonna say resist. And now resist. Slashing. Resist. I don't know if I think it's all one word. Magical slashing. I think I have to put it in
Yeah.
as one.
I mean, they probably have it separated out specifically for barbarians.
Damn, too bad that runic shield doesn't apply to you.
I know. I was looking at that. Like, although I don't know that it would help me too much just because he's a plus 14 to hit.
That's wild.
Yeah. So the advantage, disadvantage, or at least him getting disadvantage isn't going to help me too much, I don't think.
I don't understand why he challenged you to combat. What did you do? That you liked us?
Essentially.
Kind of the same thing that when you saw my good friend, Orc Barbarian, just hatred on sight.
Just orc things, honestly.
I was about to say, I don't think it's hatred. It's, you know, he's like, I don't recognize you as an orc, so we're going to fight. If you beat me, I recognize you as an orc.
Yeah.
Resist. Yeah, this is taking a minute. I apologize. Piercing.
No, you're good. I'm just vibing, man. I'm on my couch.
Okay, that should be it. I added the resistance to you for all of those things.
Awesome. It might not last for more than around here, but fingers crossed.
We're gonna find out. I believe it lasts until I remove the effect from you. So.
No, yeah, for sure.
Really quick in the future.
But I might go down here.
Oh, right.
It's very possible.
Drunk.
Not if I can help it.
Okay, so he has advantage on attacks against you, and he's going to be using his brutal strike, which allows him to add an extra damage die to his strikes.
Fuck. Yeah, that might do it.
Critical one. Critical one. Critical one. Critical one.
He's got to roll 2 critical ones.
So he looks at you and says, "You fought valiantly, Irkbluz Hel'torth. Do you have any last words?"
None for you.
Is he? Great sword. Target Irk. RR. 2. And then how do I add bonus die again? It is, I believe it's like dash B, isn't it? Yeah, dash.
Wait, is it dash? Is it damage die or?
It's a damage dice. So it
Dash-
says,
It's dash.
yeah, dash D.
Yeah, D as in dash.
Yeah,
not
dash
D
dash D. 1d12. Let me double check, make sure that's the what his die does. It is Nope, it's 1d6.
Ooh.
With advantage. Here we go. That's a 34 to hit on the first one with a natural 20, and a 30 to hit on the
Wait.
second one.
He isn't affected by crits.
Yeah, I was gonna say crits don't affect me.
That's right. Did you set that on your character so it wouldn't affect you?
It should have been, yeah. I think it said that at the, like in the little initiative tab, it says immunities, critical hits.
Gotcha.
But I don't know if it...
So then we will half that damage.
I think it's still got me down to 0.
Yeah, I think it did too. Garrett's
Yeah.
going. But
Oh shit.
yeah,
Barely.
so did you set it on Discord so that you have immunity to the crits? Because there's that thing that you had to go through to like actually set it so you're immune to crits.
I don't believe so.
That's probably
I'll
why it
check.
still did it to you, but we can always do that.
You might be right, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to
So
check
yeah,
that.
even halving it, combining both together would have brought you below what you
Mhm.
had remaining. So as all
Yeah.
of you see him take his last 2 slashes at Irkbluz, you see him just put his foot in the middle of Irkbluz's chest and push him backwards as he begins to shrink and falls back and lands at the bottom of the stairs.
The second Irkbluz falls, can I face step?
Where are you face stepping to?
Right next to him.
Right next to Irkbluz or Gobgool?
Irkbluz.
Okay. So you face step right next to Irkbluz as he lays
And
there
I'm
unconscious.
I'm put my hand on him and give him all 35 of my hit point of my lay on hands.
Okay.
Shit.
I'm gonna be called a bad pony.
So you now have 35 hit points, Irkbluz, but the fight is technically over.
Correct. I don't care that we lost the fight.
Damn.
All I care about is that our friend isn't fucking dead.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Let me go ahead and switch the music back. Gobgool looks down at you as you are then revived, and you kind of like look at him. He says, "Pitiful. I thought the Torth clan had stronger warriors." He looks back and sees Gwen hovering behind him. He takes his sword and goes to slash at Gwen. What is Gwen's AC, Gareth?
Gareth's not in here.
Oh, Gareth's not in here. Yeah, what happened to him? It
Gwen
says
is-
he's offline. I think his computer might have crashed.
Is it just a find familiar?
It is.
Gwen
It's
dead-
just a
Gwen
familiar.
is dead as hell.
Raven?
Gwen's dead as hell.
It is, I believe it's based off of either if a hawk's on there, it would be a hawk, but I believe it's a raven. Technically,
Then
it's
it would
what
be
it's considered.
12.
12. Okay.
HP 1.
Okay. So it
Oh,
rolled a
God.
26.
Yeah, no, that's a dead bird.
You watch him from the ground up. He drags his sword, and you see the sparks fly as it reignites his sword, and he slashes upwards straight through Gwen as you hear it screech and go, "Ah," and then just disappear into the mist. As he just moves past Gwen, as if nothing just happened, and sits on his throne. He looks back at all of you and says, "You fought well, Irkbluz, but you did not succeed."
Perhaps you misunderstand. Irk not here to kill you and take throne.
Then why are you here? Oh, Gareth, you just watched Gwen get chopped in half, and since she was a familiar, just kind of like disappeared back into the void.
Gareth,
We cannot hear you, Gareth.
You cannot hear me?
There you are.
There I
Oh,
can.
there he is.
Sorry, my power went out for a moment.
Oh, dang.
Rest in pepperoni.
Big yikes.
Did you hear what I said then, Gareth?
Gwyneth got chopped in half.
Gwen got chopped in half. Luckily, there's no like parts because we all know it's a fine familiar.
Yes. What happened to Urk?
Irkbluz is talking to Gobgool currently.
How did the fight end? I missed it.
Irkbluz lost and was kicked to the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, he got me by like 1 or 2 hit points, I think, in that last attack. It was very close. But then Linnea revived me with lay on hands.
And he just
Honestly,
asked Irk, why
In
did
her
you
head,
come
every time she lays on hands, she just goes, "Catch these hands!" And then like, but it's healing instead of beating the shit out of someone.
And she just slaps Irk and he comes back. If you're not here to kill me and take my throne, then why are you here?
We are looking for a weapon said to be able to kill gods.
The Kuotoa and some of the orcs begin to look a bit worried. He leans forward and says, "And why would you be seeking a weapon to kill gods?"
To kill a being that would kill all the gods.
Let that being come. I will stop it myself.
Tyr is already dead.
Who is
That's one god, one of the gods of the humans here. If you think you could stop someone who kills a god, we're far more stupid than we thought.
Orog steps forward and says, "You do not speak to Gobgool that way." But Gobgool tells him to stand back. "Allow me." So he stands up and slowly begins to make his way toward all of you. Until he's at the bottom of the stairs, standing in front of Irkbluz laying on the ground and Linnea kneeling next to him. He looks down at each one of you with the sword still in his hand. He reaches his hand out and holds it in a manner as if he's trying to help you up, Irkbluz.
Can I help Urk up instead?
I think Urk will see this, but he will stand on his own power. He'll like kind of, push Linnea off, and he'll stumble to his knee under his own power, then stand to face Gobgool.
He looks at you. He puts you feel his hand like kind of slam down on your shoulder as it's like a tight grip. And he exclaims to everybody in Orcish. He says, "Brothers, sisters, lend me your ears. A survivor has arrived. Irkbluz Hel'torth has returned home." As Kubutoa and orcs alike begin to cheer for you. As they all begin to basically be excited at an exclamation that another one of them has returned home, in quotations. He says, "You have fought valiantly, Irkbluz, though you may have used some tactics and items that is not seen by much orc kind. You did your best, and in that you should at least be rewarded. Come, you and your friends join us for a feast.
Irk will kind of look back to everyone to kind of gauge their reactions.
You just see Brillow rubbing his stomach.
Linnea just looks angry
Valid.
at all times.
I'd say that's pretty par for the course for Linnea.
She's going through. Listen, she combined with this other version, and like this other version was a little sassy.
I go over to Irkbluz. Hey, Irkbluz, you okay?
Oh yeah, Irk is fine. Just a little scratch.
Well, it's okay. Maybe when you're not poisoned, you could try again.
Maybe.
Poison? What do you mean?
Oh, Irkbluz is kind of dealing with a medical issue. It's still your win, not taking anything from you, because it's honestly, you still use stuff to help him during the fight. But he's not even half the orc that he usually is.
Irkbluz, are you telling me that you chose to fight me, knowing that you are at a massive disadvantage because of ailments to your body?
Yeah, yes, basically.
You do have the heart of a true warrior. Allow me to at least reward you with this, then. As he comes toward you, he puts both of his hands on your head, and you see him reel back and then give you an incredibly hard headbutt.
Yes.
You reel back from this headbutt, not exactly expecting it, and you feel your body beginning to feel a bit better as he has shared some power and has removed the exhaustion from you.
All of it?
All of it.
What kind of dude
what?
is this? What is this guy? What?
Hey, he hit him in the right pressure point.
You know, the TV static is on. He just kind
He's
of
actually
punched the TV.
He's actually a monk barbarian.
So all of your exhaustion is currently gone, and your addiction has been reduced by 5 days.
Yo.
Oh my god.
He says,
That's like what he has 3 days left?
No, I think he had
let me
7.
check. Let me
if I'm
look.
not mistaken.
I thought he had 8 days left.
Timeline, Irkbluz.
After the boat for 3 days.
There you go. So you had 8 days left. So you now have
Right.
3 days left.
Oh, sweet.
Linnea memory for the win. Ayo.
Humble brag how your friend does wonders.
Exactly. Tribal medicine at its finest.
He says, there. That should suppress the effects of your ailment for the next 24 hours. After that, though, you must continue through it as normal.
That's fine. I was almost over it.
Thank you.
He then shouts out and says, everyone, prepare a feast for our friends. As they, and they all of the orcs begin to gather near the marketplace, as they're beginning to just like pass out food, and everyone's just starting to have a good time.
Hell yeah.
Gobgool says, please, allow me to walk with you. Let us all discuss more of this god-killing weapon. We're about to have an interesting little music shift here. Because the mood has changed.
I want to walk next to him and say, my apologies for my boldness earlier. I just wanted to get the point across clearly.
Apology accepted, Tuskless. You have the bravery of an orc. As he, like, holds his arm out to kind of, like, grip your forearm in one of those, like, kind of manly, like the manly, like, arm holds.
I'll do the predator shake. Fuck yeah.
There you go. He says, He says, you seem to care for Irkbluz here.
He has served me well, and we have a promise to our people went through a similar trial, and I have sworn to help him, and he has sworn to help mine.
Very well. All of you, walk with me. As he is going to begin to walk, you all will be able to follow him. Larry, Curly, and Mo have already left. They have already gone to to the market, and they're just enjoying themselves.
So, I noticed that there's some like trees and greenery around.
Yes.
How are these things able to grow in the desert?
He says, that is thanks to the Kuotoa. These creatures have been quite fine in helping us grow all of these plant life. It also helps that we have a water source nearby. So we're able to grow some of our own crops, but it's not enough for our people.
I think I have something that might be able to help, but it'll take me about a day.
He says, as long as it does not hurt us, we will accept.
Is that why you've been raiding the villages in the area?
He says, those villages, yes, it is mainly for supplies, but it's truly fun to watch the puny tuskless squirm.
I have no clue how we're gonna end this in a diplomatic way.
Also,
Irkbluz feels at home.
Yeah.
Irkbluz like, they want to kill things. I like it.
Yeah, this is just in case what I was talking about. My plan is to use plant growth on his soil for 8 hours to make it incredibly fertile.
Okay.
And that lasts for a year.
Oh, wow. Wait, you said for a year?
Yeah.
Plant growth? I thought it only lasts for a year if you continue to do it.
If you do it for 8 hours. That's what I'm saying. My plan
Oh.
would be
Yeah,
to be there.
over 8 hours, all plant life in half a mile radius.
Oh my
Richford.
God.
That's incredible. Yeah. Okay.
That's
Is
sick.
that a third level?
That is a third level
Yeah.
spell.
Fucking feral.
That's incredible.
That's the one thing I hate about paladins. All of our spells are boring as hell. Dry. Hard.
I'm sorry, my 8d8s plus 22 AC.
So he brings you to the market, and they begin to pass around different kinds of food. You can tell that this is a lot of stuff that's definitely been stolen from the town nearby. He says, with enjoyment, living close to the town has resources come easy for us. The Tuskless are quite weak. Therefore, whenever I stop into town, there's nothing they can do. So it makes it much easier for us, which is needed considering orcs continue to come in droves.
So you haven't run into any of the Tuskless warriors yet, have you?
There were a few warriors that came in on flying creatures. I killed all of them and we ate the creatures.
Those griffins were rather useful.
Oh, was that what those were? Griffins. Well, they tasted like chicken.
I was kind of wondering how they tasted. He's just
Urk
sad
is-
he missed out.
Urk is like, God, man, this is home. And Linnea is just like, this reminds me of home in the worst way.
I
They're
will
both like, this is home.
I will be honest, though. It's a surprise to see you, Irkbluz. You were known as the luckiest orc, yes?
Some called me this, yes.
Well, then that name must still hold true. Because you seem to be the last of your clan.
So it would seem.
We even have orcs coming in from other places, and they've left us strange weapons. As, he snaps his finger, and you see Orog come running over. He goes, "Yes, sir? I need you to grab me the weapons from the strange orcs." "Oh, the other ones? Yes. All right." And he runs off, and he's gonna be gone for a few minutes while he's trying to bring back the, a different weapon. Says, "In the meantime, please, all of you. You may be tuskless, but in the eyes of Irkbluz here, you are a part of the Torth clan, and you will be treated as such as long as you remain here."
Thank you. As everyone's like British.
They
It has been.
they hand
Go
you
ahead.
over some food. You realize the thing that they hand you is, at least at first, is a lizard on a stick. This is that sand lizard that Irkbluz originally pulled out of the sand before. They're just handing you one that's on a stick. It seems to still be mostly alive.
Absolutely not.
More for me.
Is there any fruit in the area?
You
Any,
ask
like-
the shopkeep, and they go, "Fruit? Is that what this is?" And she holds up a couple of coconuts.
Yes, that is what those are. Yeah, it's a fruit.
I don't
Here,
like
can I?
hairy balls. They're not very good.
No, here, let me show you something.
She hands the coconuts to you.
Can I use the butt of my sword to try and pop it open?
Yeah, give me a strength check.
I do have a sword in my inventory. I just don't have it. It's my long sword's in my backpack, so I take it out.
Yeah, that's fine.
Strength check. Come on, athletics.
Hey, Irkbluz,
13.
are we doing anything that's time sensitive here?
Oh, actually, are we? Hold on.
You guys came here because you were going to talk to them about... You were going to take care of them because they keep raiding town, and it's making prices jacked up.
Oh, right, yeah, that's it. I think, given enough time, I want to just tell the whole story of everything that's happened since the raid. So I want to sit down with the chief and
So it all
just
started when I was born. My mother...
So while he's gonna tell his story, I'm gonna I would ask the chief if he can have someone guide me to the center of the farming lands.
Okay. Before that, I have to give Linnea the result of the roll. So you successfully crack open the two coconuts. You do it a bit too hard, unfortunately.
Okay.
So some of the inside water actually spills out,
That's okay.
but it's intact enough that you'd be able to show them.
Here, try this.
Look at she smells it, and then she just sticks the whole thing in her mouth.
No. You're not supposed to eat the shell. You just eat the meat on the inside and the water. And I
She looks at the other piece, and she goes, "Meat? This isn't meat."
But it's not meat. It's the term for it is meat. but it's not. It's just
Oh, this is just like turtle then. You crack open and eat its insides.
kind of. I have a coconut now, though, so I can eat something.
Okay. And she's like, ugh. Who wants turtle fruit? She starts passing out coconuts, calling it turtle fruit.
Do they like it?
He goes, it's all right.
You know what? I count that as a win.
Brillow, Gobgool says, well, of course. And what is your name, little ferret?
Brillow Acre. What I plan to do is make it so that half a mile of your farmland is going to be twice as productive. It's going to take me 8 hours.
One of the other orcs hears you, half a mile? That's going to be like 100 feet. Gobgool says,
200.
Yes,
Excellent.
go eat your food. And he's like, okay.
It's actually around
It's
like
2,640 feet.
The orc just looks at you and goes, that's a made-up number. You're lying to me. My apologies. Though I am now in charge of the Drak clan, they are not the brightest.
It's okay.
You know what?
It's
I
a
could say
communication barrier.
I could say something so bad right now, and it's something they say in movies all the time, and it's horrible. And it's the only thing playing in my head when he said that, and I'm so upset about it.
And what would that be?
The whole like, oh, you're so articulate, like, because he's an orc.
You're so articulate for an orc.
They did that in a Disney movie. They did it in the Elementals. They were like, I just say you speak so well and clear, and I'm like,
Like, thanks.
in front of my salad. Wow.
Orog comes back, and you see Orog is carrying a rifle.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I
He's got
bet
some-
Jade would recognize that if Jade was here.
Thank you, Orog. He says, now, I need you to take this small ferret creature over to the cultivating grounds. Says he wishes to help our plants, but if he tries anything suspicious, eat him. Okay. Comes over to you, Brillow, says, follow me, delicious-looking ferret.
I'm not a ferret. I reply back in Orcish as I follow him.
Oh, you speak Orcish. And the whole way there, he begins to have a conversation with you in Orcish.
Yeah, I talked to him about like how I learned it, the struggles I had learning the language,
Let's see.
and talk about what I plan on doing to the land.
So we're going to bring you all the way over here. When you bring, so we'll do the others, and then we'll do you once they kind of finish their talking.
Yep, I understand.
He says, anyway, you're more than likely wondering how I was able to heal you, Irkbluz.
Yes, what kind of magic is that?
It is no magic. It is because of my status. The Kuotoa that you see around here have the ability to create gods. And because they have worshipped me, I have rise to the rank of god. Hence why I was quite suspicious when you said you looked for a weapon that killed gods.
That does explain why you were so hard to kill.
He says, to them, I am Gobgool, god of strength and wisdom. When they began to worship me, my wisdom and my strength has risen exponentially. Though I see not as much as I once believed, as you were able to deal quite a few blows to me. It seems I'm going to have to work harder.
Irkbluz is a formidable warrior.
And I
He
expect
saved he saved Timora.
I expect nothing less from the Torth clan.
Absolutely glazing up my boy. He's sick. He's so cool. He's awesome.
Linnea's like the hypest wingman.
Get it! Hey!
He says, I will be honest, there are not many Tuskless that I actually tolerate. If I'm being truly honest, normally when they arrive here, I kill them on sight. There's been a few exceptions, you lot being some of them. But orcs have been coming from all around, and I must do it to protect them. Many have been coming from Thane, though that has slowed down quite a bit in recent years. Some from here in Lorvale have actually been driven out of their island home of Jurg. Of Jurg. An army of centaurs drove them out, actually. And now their new ruler reigns over the island. And then we have all of the orcs coming from a land called Etheria. This is where these strange weapons came from. As he takes the rifle, and you watch him snap it in half. I despise these and find them cowardly.
One of our party members who is currently taking a nap.
A very long nap.
Whatever Jade's doing. One of our party members, I believe, comes from a world of these. They do quite a lot of damage. Almost a magical weapon. But yet not.
But not very good at crushing.
I expect nothing less from a Tuskless. They're not very good at much. He says,
But
go ahead.
they do have different ways of fighting. Ways that we should be prepared for.
Unfortunately, because of the desert, there hasn't been much of a different way of fighting than we would have known in our homeland. You see, I've been given authority over the orcs here. I protect them. But what the Tuskless have done to all of us is unforgivable.
What happened?
In my world, the Torth clan were taken in and tortured. Any of them that were left, at least. There was fire that rained from the sky, killing most of them. The ones that survived were captive by a human. The rest of us, about a month after the Torth clan fell, we all met together and for once unified our armies. And we began a raid on the capital. But unfortunately, the Grand Wizard knew we were coming. A trap was laid for us, and every single one of us was captured. Those that refused to go were executed. At the time, I was not so lucky. I was able to make it into the castle, but I was alone. And I made it into the quarters of that damned human. He locked me up for months, taking us one by one, experimenting on us. When it was finally my turn, all he did was tag me with this, and he lifts up a brand, and you see that he was branded with what looks like a hot iron with the insignia of the coalition that you've seen of the two armies from both worlds. He says, then a portal was opened and I was dropped into the desert. I've been here for 2 years, and orcs have been coming more and more since.
I cannot say I agree with the raids that you commit. However, what happened to your people is a travesty that should not have happened. And you have my deepest apologies for that.
He says, I appreciate your apologies, but it is Tuskless that caused this. And unfortunately, Tuskless have nothing about them. See, there are many types of people. Kings have honor, soldiers have bravery, and even poets have heart. Tuskless have none of that. And you know what that leaves me with? Nothing but rage. As you see the dark red aura begin to glow around him, and the sand begins to swirl. But he takes a deep breath through his nostrils and calms down, and the aura fades and the sand begins to settle.
Oh yeah, our
again.
boy's doing breathing exercises. He got therapy.
He says, luckily, our raids on the town have been more fruitful recently since our newest arrival. He begins to look around and says, oh yes, there she is, the the orc with the red hair. As you look over and you see stuffing her face is Caroline, skin tainted completely green.
Oh!
And she seems to be, quote-unquote, blending in with the orcs, and she seems to be talking to Curly.
Son of a
Um,
bitch.
This feels
Like-
offensive.
I'd like to pull out my spear and say that is no orc.
He says, yes, I know. But unfortunately, Curly believes so and has taken her as a life mate, so I have no choice but to let her stay.
We can't kill her! I'd hurt Curly's feelings! He's my dude! Shit. Linnea begrudgingly puts her spear away, but like she does the horse thing where she kicks on the ground.
Is there a problem there, Centaur?
Linnea looks surprised that she used the correct term. She's like, it takes her a moment to not be like, I didn't get called pony. That girl is a con artist who almost got one of our party members arrested and almost killed the lot of us. She tricked my kindness long before I learned the ways of this land.
Well, she is a crafty one. She's our mole in town.
I will say, the people in that town, they are not the ones who hurt you. Neither are... No, I do not know what the guard have done or what their hierarchy has done, but there are innocent people getting harmed.
Innocent, not innocent. It doesn't truly matter. Tuskless or lack the same. Because we exist is the reason why we, in their eyes, must be exterminated. Which is why we will continue to strike fear into their hearts, because nothing will ever change. Would you not agree with that, Irkbluz?
How can they be innocent when they house the soldiers of our enemies? And does he have the coin, or does Gareth have the coin that has the emblem of Turtland?
Gareth has that, but he showed it to you. So, Gareth, would you like to pull the coin out?
Yes. Sorry, I'm mowing on a burger.
No, you're good.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Gareth, you'll pull that coin out, and you guys look at it, and you recognize that the emblem burned into Gobgool is the same insignia that is on that coin, or that is similar to what is on that coin, but it is not the same.
Yeah. How can they be innocent when they serve those who would destroy us?
Exactly. In fact, thanks to our spy, there have been rumors circulating that apparently they are seeking what they call an expert on orcs. We do not know the time frame of when that person would arrive, if they even do. But when they come, I will make sure to kill them.
Urk is gonna kind of like glance at Jade, and we might know a little bit about this expert.
He says, really? How about we make a deal then? You said you wished for the god-killing weapon, yes?
Yes.
I know of its location. I will tell you where it is within my home here if you give me everything you know about this expert.
Very well. And Urk will hold out his hand to shake. Clasp.
And he shakes your hand. And then this is where you begin to talk to him about everything. We're going to go over to Brillow here real quick since he's been patiently waiting.
All right.
Brillow, you are brought over to the water side. You know that there's tons of plants everywhere. But Orog brings you over. Hold on, I'm going to move the recording map over here. There we go, to where you are. And he says, here we go. This cart is where we first started growing things. You see, just behind the cart, there's a coconut tree. And then within this, you can see them growing some very strange-looking plants. You're not exactly sure what it is.
Oh. Could I, did I hear that spell? I thought, dang it, I took it off because I think I'm gonna be in the desert. I'm not gonna need speak with plants. Alright. Fuck yeah, so, alright. So this is the center of where you guys farm?
He says, yeah, this is where it starts. And then after we started planting, all of the other plants started popping up out of nowhere.
Oh. Where are those?
Look
are you talking
around.
about the trees?
Yeah, and he's pointing at all the trees and everything. So he's saying once they started planting in this cart, all of a sudden, all the plants just around the area started just popping up out of nowhere.
Oh.
Says, not sure why.
Could I get a better look at these plants and like try to get see what I could like figure out about them?
Yeah, give me a nature check.
All right. Can I do guidance?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
All right. Let's see, nature. All right, Una luck now.
You said you're gonna what?
I'm gonna add Una luck to it. So
That makes it a 16. So when you go to take a look at this cart that they've planted stuff in, you notice the roots have dug their way through the bottom of the cart and into the ground. These roots are very, very thick and strong. So you can assume, for some strange reason, that this plant, whatever it is, grows very, very rapidly and has begun to just sprout throughout all of the sand in all of this town. So everything is connected to this one cart.
oh. So all these I'm actually gonna need a little bit extra time to prepare the spell that I'm gonna do. I thought that you guys were growing stuff off the sand and the water and the fertile soil. Speaking of which, if you guys ever want to start planting and you like take seeds from the other tusklisks. If you plant them along the sand and the water, it's probably going to be fertile enough to actually grow life. But I need to head back to my other group to talk with my wizard to help prepare the spell.
Oh, all right.
And Brillow just like starts just like running back on like all fours.
So you start running back to the group.
Yeah, and I'm gonna like summon my flaming squirrel to help teleport me to help speed me along.
Sure. Let me go ahead. Focus ping. There we go. So you guys watch as Irk, you and Gobgool have just made this deal, and Brillow is like sprinting back to you guys.
Guys, or at least Gareth, I need to speak to you privately.
All right. What is the issue?
Yeah, you and Gareth kind of like go off a bit out of earshot from Gobgool.
Well, see these trees and everything, all these like little shrubs and things like that, except the ones. Well, is the stuff that's growing like through these carts also part of the things, or are they just like separate plants that they stole from Tuskless?
Yes, they are. They're part of it.
All right, every tree here is one being.
One being, you say? That is fascinating.
It's one plant. They aren't growing things from the riverbed. They're growing thing. That's one thing. So I don't know if this is a parasite or if this is I don't know. I don't trust one giant plant that covers miles.
What? My word. I'm actually quite fascinated and quite honored you brought this to me. I must study it.
All right.
As he starts walking towards the plants.
Yeah, Gareth walks over to some of the closest plants. One of the orcs, because you walk over and like the plants are next to his little like shop he has set up. And he goes, "Hello."
Hello,
Hi.
my tusk friend.
You buy things?
I'm interested in your plants you have there.
Huh? Oh, you want plants?
But they're quite fascinating, don't you think? And while he's kind of talking to him, he's gonna cast Detect Magic at the same time.
Okay. All right, give me 1 second. Oh, goodness. All right, so as you cast your Detect Magic, you find that there is transmutation magic that has been cast upon the plants. And you see when you do that every plant in the area begins to glow, but only you see the glow of the magic, except for one very specific one that seems to be glowing with conjuration magic. And that is going to be this tree right here.
I dislike how far we are from everyone. Because I can't find them, and that scares me. Oh, there they are. Okay. I'm having a really hard time. I can't scroll. I can't like move. So I'm just like, hello.
Hey Gareth, what do you see?
Gareth casts Fireball on himself.
This is quite interesting. Here, let's speak without ears around. All the plants in the area seem to be radiating with transmutation magic, except as he subtly points to this one. That one is conjuration magic. Which
What the one over there is.
Well, I'm willing to try something if you're willing to go along.
All right.
All right. Let's
All right.
All right. Let's head back to the group so it's not so obvious. And
Linnea.
about halfway
Lin-
back to the group,
Linnea?
Stonks is thirsty.
Oh, what the heck is this man's name? What is the dude's name? Someone give me his name. Not Stonks. Big boy, big angry god boy.
You mean Gobgool?
Thank you.
I almost said
Gob-
Gabagook.
Gabagool.
Not the Babadook, the pride icon. Gobgool, do you have somewhere my companion here can get some water?
He says, yeah, well, right over there. And he points to the ocean.
That's salt water, you can't drink it.
He says, doesn't taste salty to me.
Where's the ocean?
It
Is it like-
is. If you zoom out, it's gonna be at the bottom left of the map.
The entire map is white now because I got lost in the help.
Oh, no.
Oh god, the void.
You want me to focus your pig?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Okay, can I? So that's supposed to be an ocean?
That's a part of the ocean.
Can I clop over there?
Yeah, absolutely.
With Stonks, but while we're walking, I say, please don't drink it until I smell it, or else we'll be in trouble because you have hallucinations and it's just a problem.
Linnea, I thought you got over your obsession with smelling liquids as a child.
What? What have you added to my lore, DM?
Nothing. I'm just messing.
Linnea just really liked smelling mud when she was a kid.
He said, ah. Really liked the smell of alcohol. But you begin to head over to the quote unquote ocean. While you're heading over there, though, Gareth begins to approach Irkbluz and Gobgool with Brillow.
And about halfway there, I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on the Conjuration Tree.
Okay. You cast Dispel Magic on the Conjuration Tree, and you see it just have a faint glow, and then immediately it begins to wither away and die. Gobgool looks over at that and watches it happen, both him and Irk. He looks over to Irkbluz and says, Irkbluz, do you want to explain to me why your tuskless friend is killing my plants?
Let me ask. Gareth, why you kill plants?
I didn't kill the plant. I merely cast Dispel Magic. It should have done nothing.
So you kill magic plants?
Says, why would we have magic plants?
I don't know. Why do you have magic plants?
I don't know. Why do you have magic plants?
I do not
I don't
have
know. Why
magic
do you
plants.
have magic plants?
Excuse me, as I interrupt in Orcish.
Everyone looks at you.
Okay, so this is kind of going a little bit further without any explanations. So I went toward the beach area and I just looked around before I casted my magic, and your entire, like, where all your farming starts, and all these trees, all these bushes, everything here is one being. And then when Gareth looked it over with his abilities to detect magic, he noticed that what I said might be correct, because certain trees have one type of magic, and the tree that he just cast the spell on without talking to us was another type of magic. So I don't know if it's necessarily the case, but in my world, we have these things called fungus, where if they connect to trees, they kind of develop a parasitic relationship, and it can be a scary thing. I was gonna talk with you about it, but I kind of wanted to check first.
If you believe it's a parasite, at least do it without killing the rest of them. Each of them have been growing us food. Because remember, as he gets really close to you, he says, if all of our plants die, we will have no choice but to raid the Tuskless even more.
Yeah.
That's counterproductive.
What?
I mean, why not just do that anyways?
Has there been any side effects from people eating too much of these foods? By the way, have you noticed anything strange when people eat these or eat too much of them?
I believe there's been a few cases where a few of them ate a lot of food and then threw up, and then they ate more. That's about it.
Have you noticed any?
I believe that would be an effect of overeating to begin with.
Have you noticed anything else, like changes in emotions or stuff like that?
Or maybe changes of physical properties.
Says, Well, we're all orcs, so nothing has changed there. No one's emotions have changed much. Well, except for Caroline over there. She's
Even from across the way when she was at the water, you could hear Linnea getting huffy about Caroline.
Caroline's been eating the fruit just as long as us, but the more she eats it, the more aggressive she tends to get.
Oh. Did you say? Oh. He's thinking that he just said, he's looking at the others, trying to confirm if it's the Caroline that we know.
It is the Caroline you know, but for some reason her skin is really, really green. Like, she's still human. Her skin is just really green.
Does she have green face on?
That's what I was saying. Is she I was like, should I be offended?
Is this racism? This is racism.
Green facing it?
This doesn't look like it's paint. This looks like her screen is just naturally green.
Is she a half orc in this world?
I feel like there's only one way to find out.
I would go over to Caroline. Maybe. Wait, where is she on the map?
She's gonna be over by Curly.
Where's Curly?
Over here.
All right.
I don't believe I actually have something for Caroline. Let me see.
That's wild. I thought she died in this world.
We're gonna make this Caroline. Boop. That's Caroline now. As you walk over, she seems to be stuffing her face, and she says, "Not now, I'm eating." And she seems to be very much enjoying the sand lizard.
Oh, well.
She
Look
turns
what
around
the cat's dragged in.
and looks at you, and then just spits out the sand lizard, and she goes, You and your friends left me to die.
We also left you a lot of money.
What are you talking about? You didn't leave me any money.
Wow, in this world I wasn't a nice bitch. Neat.
I feel like you're remembering the situation wrong, but...
I'm remembering the situation wrong. If I remember correctly, you came into my shop, you decided to steal a hammer, and when you got out of here, everything started burning. And then you locked me in there, so I had to find my own way out.
Holy
The way that I remember that it happened is your shop
Wow.
started burning, and we had to figure out a way to escape together.
Oh, I see that you're trying to make yourself like a good guy. No, I was in there by myself, flames around me, and luckily I was able to get out through my back hatch.
The fire only was that dangerous was because you had a locking feature that locked yourself in.
You're right, to prevent thieves, but I didn't know that you could teleport and blow things up.
I don't think that fire was us. You were in a very shoddy building.
Oh, don't get started with me, you little creature. I know that fire
Knock.
came from you.
Knob and tube wiring. We'll do that.
Hold on, I don't have the right pitch set on.
There we go. Now I have the right pitch. Listen here. You better get away from me. Cause if you talk to me any longer, I'll send my husband after you.
And she points over to Curly, who's standing next to him. He goes, "Oh, hello, little squirrel."
Hi. So. Alright, since I don't really have much else to say to you, I do have one final question before I leave.
Choose your
Have you
words
noticed-
carefully, or I'm gonna eat you right here.
Oh. Well, have you noticed anything special about these plants that you've been eating? Because, not gonna lie, they're magical.
I don't care what they're doing. All I know is the more I eat them, the stronger I get.
Does she look any, like, physically different besides the green skin since the last time we met?
Not physically different, other than the green skin, but she still looks the same as normal. She just seems very angry for some reason.
What happened to your skin? Last I remember, you were more like human.
No, I'm a full-blooded orc. As she grabs onto you and says, "Now you keep your mouth shut, you little thing, or else I'm gonna have to break your head off from your shoulders. All right?
No.
Listen. All I know is when I was trying to get out of my shop, I got out through the back hatch and got my emergency teleport ring. I saved a spare from that strange sun elf lady that I sold one to before. But when I teleported, unfortunately I didn't realize where I was teleporting to. I ended up in Cold Tub, and I fell into a barrel of this strange potion. And when I got out of it, my skin turned green. And guess what? I also teleported in the middle of an orc raid. And
Oh.
this big lug over here saw me as an orc wife. So he decided to take me back here. And now I'm stuck here doing the dirty work of their king.
Oh, that's sad. Kind of what you deserve, but sad.
Is
Kinda
she
what-
a child?
Kinda what I deserve? No. No, I don't deserve this. But you and your friends deserve a hell of a lot worse.
Listen, at least you're alive.
You'll have 5 seconds to get away from me before I decide to break each one of your fingers.
Alright. I spit on the ground as I leave.
The disrespect.
Oh my god.
But no, she is not a child.
Okay, because I thought she was like 16, 17, and I was like, we doing trial prize?
Wrong campaign.
Ew.
I was about to have some issues. This is good. Because I thought she was like, I don't know why, but I thought she was like 15, 16.
I thought she was like fucking 12, 13.
No, she grew up alone, but she is of adult consenting age.
Alright, good.
We're gonna go ahead and
Good,
switch
good,
over
good.
to Linnea real quick. So Linnea, you just grunt at hearing Charlotte.
Ugh, Charlotte.
But you make it to the ocean.
Mhm.
You approach the water. You see it is crystal clear, and you can indeed smell the salt coming off of the ocean.
Yeah, no, we're not drinking that.
But
Neat.
Linnea, Stonks is thirsty.
Do I have any of my coconut juice left?
Your coconut water?
Yeah.
I mean, you do.
I'll give Stonk some coconut water.
You give Stonk some of the coconut water and begins to drink it, but you watch as an orc approaches the end of that broken pier and just dips his hand down and just starts slurping up the water.
Linnea will walk over and put just pick up a little bit of the water and taste it.
It's fresh.
This isn't correct. Stonks, go ahead and drink.
He says, finally, and dives into the water.
Oh no, Jade!
Jade is still on the back of Stonks.
Stonks can't swim.
Stonks will drown.
You watch as Stonks is swimming and drinking the water.
Stonks, please be careful with Jade on your back.
He says, Jade, and then there goes Jade floating off into the ocean. No, I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm
God.
joking. I'm joking.
I would like to
Yep.
use God damn it, Stonks.
No, Stonks is just enjoying the water, swims around the pier and comes back. And as he walks up to you, he shakes off all of the water. Just covering you in the ocean water, which smells salty. It smells like salt water, but it tastes fresh.
She kind of rears and she's like, stop, no, stop. Wet elk.
He says, Stonks is still wet.
That will happen when you go swimming, Stonks. Do I have a water skin on me?
I believe so. I believe everyone technically has.
Yeah,
a
I
water
do.
skin.
I'm gonna take my water skin and put it in the water and take it over to Gareth once I fill it.
Okay, so you fill it up, and then you and Stonks begin to head back to Gareth and all them.
God, Stonks, I'm soaked. I hate my armor being wet. It's all. Ugh.
Can you define what means?
It means I don't like it, Stonks.
Stonks will try not to get Linnea wet next time.
You're fine, friend.
You make it back to Gareth and all of them.
Gareth, smell this. As I take out the water skin.
Stonks just sighs.
Don't start, Stonks.
I will
Smell this.
smell the water skin.
It smells like salt water.
Taste it. Just trust me.
Well, my sense of taste isn't what it used to be, but okay. And he'll
So
try a bit.
before you do it, do you see any magic on the water?
I assume it's been longer than my spell goes for.
Yes, it has been longer.
Then we'll do it again. We'll cast Detect Magic on the water.
Okay, you cast Detect Magic on the water. The water itself does not appear to be having any magical properties.
But yet it tastes fresh and smells like salt. Oh,
Is it not strange?
stranger yet. The tree, he points over the withered dead one. I cast Dispel Magic on it. It was emanating in conjuration magic. And every other plant that I've seen around here is emanating in transmutation magic. And seems to be interconnected. I think we should tread lightly around here. There's something odd.
Something's just not right. I agree.
What do you mean something's not right?
Has it always been this way?
Says, not at first, but once the Kuo-toa started to worship me, most things I do begin to purify.
It's just water that smells like salt and should be salt water, but it's fresh. Trees that are magical?
Well, one tree, not trees. It's one giant tree from one basket of overgrown roots. It's kind of beautiful in a way. But if everything is connected, and for some reason when Caroline eats it, she says she gets stronger, but also she's getting angrier.
Is it
I don't
making her orcish?
She said the thing was from a vat that she dropped in during an orc raid. She dropped it to like a magical potion that turned her skin green.
A magical potion that turns your skin green. And a village in a desert that makes you angry and strong when you eat its vegetation.
Could this be like something from your previous people? Like your scientist stuff?
I do not know.
All I know is, it has been a blessing to all of my people thus far. We have been able to thrive here and continue to grow and live. Without this, I'm sure there would be no other place for us to live without taking it by force.
Well, it's not...
I know. I was gonna say I know Jade's not here, but since Jade was the one with the most background knowledge on sort of the bioweapon used against the orcs, would she have any recollection of it being deployed through plants in some way?
Jade would not, as most of the research was to study orcs specifically. The research that she saw and kind of helped with, she learned was more to harm orcs rather than to help them. So this couldn't be something that her quote-unquote father would have made.
Okay. So that was my concern, but Irk wouldn't know that, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Well, if you say that you've been having a purifying effect on these things, should I attempt to make them grow more, guys?
Your call.
Gareth, Linnea, you think I should increase the fertility of the plant?
I'm going to.
I mean,
try...
if it...
Go ahead, Lynn.
And apologies, but someone give me this man's name again. I'm so bad with names.
Gabagook.
If Babadook, please. You gay icon.
Are you talking to me?
No, I didn't say that in character. It was a joke. Come on.
My name is
what
Gobgool.
Yes, I know that Gobgool. I'm pressing F to doubt. Anyway, Gobgool, Gobgool, if you don't mind me asking, if we were able to somehow increase your food supply, would that perhaps limit the raids you have to do, or maybe even end them completely? I completely agree with being able to defend yourself, but it's the people of those towns are suffering. And they're not the cause of it. Not always can people control what soldiers come into their towns. That is the leadership's job. And if they are truly causing you harm, then I will end their bad deeds. But the civilians do not deserve to starve and for their shops to close because they don't have the ways to keep it open.
To ask an orc to not raid is the same as to ask a dog to not chew on a bone. You are trying to defy our nature. But
I'm trying to ask that you choose who to raid. Soldiers, armies, not innocents.
he looks around all of you and says, and then lays his eyes on Irkbluz and says, Torth clan. Let's say you were given this option. You were given the option to stop raiding completely, and the chance to have a sustainable food source for years to come. Do you believe you would be able to stop altogether?
You stop sauce, dude. You can do it.
I think Urk would ponder this for a minute. Literally, like, all pistons firing, just trying to, consider the ramifications. 'Cause he was never, like, a chief. Like, he never was in a position where he had to, make decisions on the behalf of anyone other than just, like, himself. And most recently, like, kind of the party. So I think he takes the question seriously, and he, I think he'll say, the reason we raid Tuskbis is because we are at war with them. They fight not with sword and spear, but with walls and plows. They encroach on our land more and more every day. We fight them not just for their resources, but for our right to exist. If we do not fight them back, they will encroach upon us. That is the reason.
And I think you should
So
defend
we
your
will
land.
kill their soldiers, and we will take their grain. Because we must. That is the orc way.
I think defending your land is absolutely a privilege you have. But they still need a place to live and going to their towns. Women and children do not threaten you.
But tell me this, then, Centaur. Irkbluz, still, though traveling with your group, has the heart of an orc. If we were to even swear to never raid again, can you promise without a doubt that the Tuskless would not encroach on our territories and
I'm not
decide
asking you.
to wipe us out?
I am not asking you to never raid again. I'm asking you to not go to town and harass the people traveling to town with their wares. If they encroach on your lands, kill them. Because that is not what they're allowed to do. The Centaur way is not to be kind to people who steal. But people who are traveling, merchants, families, they do not deserve to be taken of all they have. If you have food here, if we give you a supply here that will prevent you from starving, then this can become your land. And if they threaten it, do not give them mercy. But do not threaten theirs in turn.
You are very persuasive, Centaur. Go ahead and make me a persuasion roll.
Is he a good aligned character?
What'd you say?
Is he a good aligned character? I actually do need to know because I get advantage.
No, he is not a good aligned character.
I don't think he was. You motherfucker! Okay, sorry. It rolled to an 18 and then flipped to a 5 last second because this game hates me. That is an 11. Which is absolutely not gonna do it.
Anyone want to give Linnea some inspiration?
Well, my friend, well, if I may call you my friend, the Tuskless are not one you want to really wage a war with. I think you would be best to heed my friend Linnea's words. Please reconsider as I attempt to give advantage.
Do you
Yes, I am.
have proficiency in persuasion?
Yes.
Then yeah, Linnea, go ahead and roll again.
Come on. 25.
Much, much better.
It's cocked on my stream, but my screen between a 19 and a 6.
With a little help from Gareth, he begins to think over. Says, "Fine. I will agree to no longer raid and pillage the what you call innocent Tuskless, if you can give us a sustainable food source. But I will still continue to target their military and any of their weaponsmiths, so I may gain weapons and armor for my people."
That's fine.
And old man, you
Yes?
say it would not be wise for us to wage war against the Tuskless? When the Tuskless are who waged war against us first.
The
It just
Tuskless,
never stopped.
it doesn't stop with the Tuskless. It never does. The problem with the Tuskless is they're innovative. They'll change the rules. They'll manipulate others into helping them, and then turn on them as well.
And you would know this because you're one of them?
Because
Humans
I
are
was one
cruel.
they turned on.
So even Tuskless turn on their own. As
Humans
I
are
said
cruel.
earlier, Tuskless have no honor.
That's what
Some
we
do.
agree on.
But the majority don't. Kings and armies, all they crave is power. And they will
Fine.
step on the back of any of their people to do so.
Little ferret.
Little
Yeah.
ferret.
Do your magic thing. Enrich our plants. If the food source is sustainable, then you have my word we will no longer be pillaging those innocents that you hold so dear.
Linnea's gonna put out her arm and be like, "To a deal well struck."
This deal requires more than just a handshake. As he pulls out a dagger and he cuts his palm. And he hands the dagger towards you, expecting you to do the same.
Yeah, she takes the dagger and slices her hand open.
You
So I did
two
take damage.
No, you do not.
Okay.
You two then shake hands, and he says, "A blood pact has been sealed. If you hold up your end of the bargain, then I will not break mine unless provoked."
And if anyone threatens your land, I will help you defend it, as I have sworn to Irk. Your people are my people now.
He says, "The pact is sealed." You actually feel your blood begin to sizzle away, and you feel the cut heal itself, the same as Gobghouls.
Sexy.
Fascinating.
This is gonna bite me in the ass later on, ladies and gents.
What I'm about to do might buy us later on. Yay.
You haven't learned from Gareth making deals, have you?
Linnea, I will be sending you your new feature after the campaign, after this session ends.
Here's the issue. I have to protect innocence. Like, that's my oath, dude. That's my entire shtick. That's all I got.
And technically what you just did is you made a blood pact with a demigod, so it's going to be a quite serious pact.
So don't break it, is what you're telling. Don't break. Okay. technically, if we don't give them if we try to give them a stable food source, and we don't, it doesn't mean I break the pact. It just means he doesn't have to hold up his end either.
Yep.
But also, if his people are in danger, I gotta come help.
Yep.
Yep.
That's okay. Irk likes them. Linnea likes Irk. The math is mathing.
So, I
You
guess,
cast-
yeah, Gareth and Brillow are heading to the special plant if anyone else would like to go.
Brillow, is there a way that we can enhance their farmlands per se without using any of their existing plant life?
Well, this is a kind of a. This thing would just kind of go everywhere that's within half mile and a half of us.
Oh, so there's no choice in the matter then.
Yeah, not really. What magic do you see from that plant, by the way?
From this plant, let me go wander over there. And I will cast Detect Magic again.
When you cast Detect Magic, you're blinded by the light of transmutation. The amount of magic coming off of this is reaching easily 20 feet high in its aura. There is something incredibly powerful within these plants. The magic itself is almost pulsing like a heartbeat.
Give me 1 second to think here.
Neat!
No, not neat.
Out of character, if we wait a day, I can put on Speak with Plants and I can talk to it. But we would be wasting 2 days.
Yeah. And, yeah.
So we could either waste 1 day that we were going to waste anyway, or we could waste 2.
Out of
If he's-
character, I don't think it's planned.
Gareth is going to cast Message
Yo.
at Brillow. Brillow, I don't like this. I don't like this at all.
If you could give me like a day, I could like speak with it.
I'm not sure if we have a day. I'm tempted to dispel the magic
Well,
to see what happens.
if
There
you do
is
that.
something quite powerful here.
On a
And it
scale of
makes-
1 to 10, how fucked am I if instead of helping their food source, they destroy the food source?
Oh, you're fucked.
Because then I'm pretty sure I have to kill my party. With the blood pack I just wore?
Like if we harm them, yeah, somehow.
Yeah, no,
inadvertently.
because like that would I would definitely have to just be like,
No.
well, fine.
So, if the food source is destroyed, the blood pact becomes null and void
Yeah,
because what you promised could not come to pass.
Ah, true. Okay.
but they're definitely not going to be happy with us, and B are going to raid the shit
But that's
out of.
if dispelling the magic would destroy it.
So do you know for sure if you dispel the magic on this plant that it'll destroy it, or if you even can dispel the magic on this plant?
It's
I respond back with the message.
Yeah, it's transmutation, so I don't think it would destroy the plant, but it may reveal what it is. Truly.
Well, I could always just say that it's part of the process of making the lands better.
What I'm going to attempt to do is reach out to the rest of the group and see what they think as well. Since Linnea just made a blood pact, this might not go over well. For once, I'm consulting the whole group. You should be proud of progress.
Yep.
Character growth.
Hey guys, welcome back to Communication. We're your hosts, DMC.
Oh boy.
Are we still DMC? We're still DMC, right?
No, we're
Still
not.
deep.
No, we're not. We're getting something.
You're the kitten
No, I
donation
thought-
party. You're the KDP now.
Oh shit.
I want to be DMC again. What? KDP? That sounds like we're Katy Perry.
KDP.
California orcs for unforgettable. Big, long, tuft, and green skin on top.
What?
This is horrible.
That was pretty good. That was a good improv. I'm gonna give you inspiration for that.
We have now fallen into the worst possible universe of all universes.
We're Katy Perry.
Most offensive timeline.
Gareth, you approach
Yes.
the party, or you get close enough for message.
Uh,
Linnea, can
ooh.
you and Irkbluz and Stonks come down here a moment? We have a bit of a situation.
It seems that let's I will go help our party with the spell. I don't have much magic, but I'll see what I can do. And I give like him a little head nod, and then very as I'm trying to get there fast because I'm like, what the fuck are these little? Oh no, because I just made a pact, but also I'm trying not to look panicked. So it's like a very, dressage. How
So you're lying.
Yeah.
That's how, just like trying to look like I'm not trying to move fast, but I'm like, oh, I need to get over there.
Yeah, you and Stalks begin to like, Irk, it's just you and Gobgoyle, and he says, I believe there might be something wrong with your friends.
Yes, they're strange, even for Tuskless. But I trust them.
Gareth, Linnea's with you now. So is Jade and Stonks.
What? What's wrong?
He points over to this plant. That is radiating with such strong transmutation magic that it is blinding.
I will also cast Detect Magic, not because I don't believe him, but because I want to see what it is. I want to see what's going on.
Sure. You cast Detect Magic, and you see the same thing that I described to him. 20-foot tall aura of transmutation magic that's so strong that it's pulsating almost like a heartbeat coming off of those plants specifically.
Can I? Okay, this is not weird. Fey plants tend to have like very strong magic. Can I roll something to see if I recognize like the energy that's coming off?
History check.
Okay.
Can
I got a negative
can I
one.
give her advantage?
Yes, you can. You can give her advantage.
As I am proficient in
That's a
history.
13 and a 14.
Can I give her
Okay.
guidance?
You can also get guidance.
Is that a 1d4?
Yeah.
Give me 4. I'll take it. 17.
17. You recognize this during your trial when you were out in the woods. This is indeed a Fey plant. So how it got here is beyond your understanding. But this is originally known as living vines. So somehow, it's transmutated, no longer to be living vines, but living plants. And it's producing useful fruit for the people, and it seems to be taking a liking to the orcs.
In my history, do I know if they're going to hurt anyone?
You know, the plants don't tend to be volatile or come to life to attack, but if it feels threatened, it will at least defend itself and begin to wrap up the threat. And if the threat is slow enough, it can be devoured as if a Venus flytrap had caught its prey.
Do not do anything to this plant. It's Fey. It seems to be changed in some way. I'm not sure how or why, but
Did he say that? Sorry, go ahead.
Basically, it's sentient and it seems to like the orcs. They're not aggressive unless attacked.
Would it? With your knowledge, or your knowledge of the plant, would Brillow's attempt to enhance it be seen as an act of aggression?
I don't believe so. If it's
You're
making the
casting nature
ground,
magic.
if it's making the ground fertile, as long as you're not directly attack it, they're passive. If it's making the ground fertile, I don't believe he would see it as an attack, except for the fact that I don't know what Fey creatures respond. I don't know how Fey plants respond to this realm's consideration of fertile.
You would
But I doubt it would be
also
negative.
need to decide if using Dispel Magic on it would be seen as attacking it.
I'm good very much. I think if you try to dispel its magic, because the plant itself is magical, it could harm it, which would then, if all of these trees are a living vine, we are standing in a
warfield.
yes.
Are we basically in a
wrap-
giant mouth?
They wrap you up, and if you can't escape, they basically consume you. Upsetting this creature would not be wise.
And I would assume, since it seems to be beneficial between, it seems to have some sort of arrangement, whether the orcs know or not, from what you're saying.
Fey
We might as
plants
well leave
are
it alone.
Fey plants are curious creatures. They have almost a personality and mind of their own. I
So-
do not think aiding it would hurt us, but I wish we could ask. Can
I'll
I-
take-
Can I speak to the plant in Sylvan and will it understand me? Can I think if can I, like, in my history, am I like, do these plants understand language?
From your experience, like being caught in some of them and screaming at them to let you go, they don't seem to respond to language.
Okay.
Shit, I just read telekinesis wrong as telepathic. I was going to use a charge on my staff. I'm going to use telekinesis to speak with it.
Oh wait, what does your staff do, by the way?
I could conjure elemental. Could I
Ow.
conjure an earth elemental to speak with it?
Have
Does
like a
it-
translator by proxy.
Can it enable you to like change your spells list by any chance?
I
Or
could
cast
change-
spells?
I mean, we could take
Cast
because you can only change spells over long rest, correct?
I can change spells on a long rest, yes. But my long rest is 4 hours.
Well, so can Brillow.
Yeah, that's why I'm
All-
saying it'll
Also,
take me.
I don't think there's. I think only certain spellcasters. I think rangers are like the only one that can't change them.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I can change it in 8 hours if I go to sleep, but I'm pretty sure we already had a long rest earlier today, so we kind of need to wait to sleep.
No, we had a long rest because it took us like a day to travel.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
so-
took us what, 8 hours to get here from our last long rest?
We could take a long rest right now, as be this day's long rest, and then talk to the trees at night where no one's around. But then my concern is if they catch us talking to the trees when no one's around, they're definitely gonna think. Okay, Linnea's gonna say this. I think we tell him.
Well, I'd have no problem with that.
Do you
If we
think
lie-
he'll believe us?
I think he will, but if we lie to him and he finds out, we know from, or can I say this with kindness, but Orc's rage is never ending, and this man or god is basically the god of rage. I would not want to try his anger at a lie.
You have a point there.
With your permission, I'll call him over.
Sure.
Linnea's gonna raise her hand and kind of like hail him and then like ask him to come over.
Okay. We're gonna go over to Irk and Gobgool real quick. They're gonna do something real quick while you guys are like discussing everything.
Number one, give him a kiss and tell him
So-
he's grand.
Irkbluz.
Sorry.
Gobgool looks
Yes.
at you and says, "So tell me, How big of a threat is this god killer?
Big enough. It will destroy entire worlds. Surakdon, Lorval, Etheria, all of it. If we do not kill it first.
You said you were here to get the god-killing weapon, correct?
Yes, we have heard that there may be whispers of one nearby.
Those whispers are true. It is here. As you see him point his finger behind him to the large pyramid that sits obviously right next to this whole village. He says, within that tomb lies a bow that even I have not been able to get to.
A bow, you say?
That is correct. To get into the tomb, there's a contraption to seal it off. Right now, it is active. You will need to head here as he points over. I'm going to do focus ping real quick. You will need to head here. Open the lever and it will reveal the location of where you may go into the tomb.
Pull the lever, Kronk. Wrong lever.
The door will open.
Sorry,
But when you enter, do not say I didn't warn you, for many have gone in and none have come out.
Have you gone in?
I've peered in. But every time that I looked, I saw nothing left. All you could hear were screams, and then silence. We've lost many orc brothers and sisters going in there. I do not wish to lose my life and lose the protection over these people, so I stay out. But I have seen the weapon that you seek, and the bow sits upon a pedestal. One other thing I must warn you is temptation is high, so do not be tempted. At this time is when Linnea is calling for you two. He says, it seems your friends are calling for us. Shall we join them?
That would be good.
As you two begin to make your way over to them.
Downtown.
That's right, making their way downtown. Gobgool
Walking
and
fast, pieces fast, and a home brown.
Irkbluz approach,
Sorry.
and they say,
It's like a jukebox in my head. Please turn it off. Oh.
they say, what is it you need, Centaur?
These plants you have here. They're from my world. They're Fae. And this is going to sound strange, but before we do anything to increase the bountifulness of the harvest,
The
we need
plants
to
are
check
alive.
yes, we need to check with them if it's okay. If we cast magic on them.
I've already given you my permission.
But we don't have the plants. It's gonna sound strange, but in these plants, when shown any aggression, will react violently. They're rather dangerous in my world, especially in travel.
That explains when I first got here. When I first arrived here, there was just that cart of plants. I approached it and ripped some of it out, and then it tried attacking me with whips. I tore it apart, and ever since then it began to sprout and grow for us food.
It likes you. If that doesn't sound too strange.
I'm liked by many people. I'm told I'm very likable.
I'm charismatic, if you will. I got that riz. Anyway,
It's his highest stat, his Riz stat.
his wrist set,
That's right.
absolutely just mewing right now.
Absolutely.
You can take away the inspiration. For that.
So,
Um,
I I can
Yeah, Brillo, go
enable
ahead.
us to be able to talk with it. What she's kind of saying is just like how you give your permission, the plant needs to give it its permission to us.
Our concern is if we cast a spell on it and it sees it as an attack, it's
Everyone in this village
rather
will die.
large now, and we are basically standing on a giant trap in a way.
We're basically in a giant mouth. Every tree is a tooth.
Fine. Take your time that you need. I've told Irkbluz of the location of the weapon, so you're free to grab it when you wish. But
Thank you.
if you grab your weapon and you leave without without enriching our plants, Centaur, our blood pact will be broken. I will not hunt you down, for this is only something you said you would wish to do for us. So no harm will come if you choose to not enrich them.
Wait, I thought the deal for the God Killer weapon was that I gave him information about Reisfeld, not that Linnea nurses the plants.
Yeah,
I thought
you already gave him the deal about Reisfeld. So he
Yeah.
said if you don't do anything with the plants, that's not going to change the deal that you already made.
Okay,
But the blood pact will be broken.
Also, you were
Because-
like, if you go get your thing and then leave without doing this, my brain's going like, but if you forget to take Madame Zeroni up the hill, your
Yeah.
family will.
He's basically saying like, do what you want with the plants as long as it enriches it. Even if you choose
Yeah.
to do nothing, that is fine because they are
But if
currently helping the orcs. But if you destroy the plants or do something to harm them, your blood pact is broken.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So which
Cool,
means
cool, cool.
you now know, like Irk at least knows how to get into where the god killing weapon is. So that is something you could do.
All right,
I'm not
this
gonna
is
lie.
outside of-
I just read the spell. It says I can choose an area not to affect. In the spell, but
For
I'm also
the plant growth.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
Here's my vote.
I wouldn't. It would be basically I'm not affecting this entire thing. So I think I'm just gonna go to bed. Well, cast Goodberry Punch, go to bed, and then try to speak with it in the morning.
Yeah, here's my vote. Same thing with Brillo said. We go to bed. Brillo gets the spell. We talk to the plant, and the plant's like, "Fuck no, don't touch me." We don't touch it. If it's like, "Fuck yeah, touch me," well, wait, not like that. If it's like, "Fuck
It
yeah,
goes,
enrich me,"
Yeah, touch me real good. Keep going. Oh yeah.
right there. If it says "fuck yeah, enrich me," then we enrich it, and we're good to go. And then
Let's see what
after we
says,
do,
enrich me, daddy.
Enrich me, daddy. Enrich
We
me.
need that on a T-shirt now. Just the plant and then the quote. Just enrich me, daddy.
Poppy enriches me every night.
Linnea standing in the background and Linnea's mewing the whole time.
It's also like the book. The book is also in my hand as I'm viewing.
With the halo and everything. Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry, my brain is feral tonight. But we do that. We handle the plant however we want to handle it, and then we go into the dark abyss. That is the dark abyss.
The dark abyss.
While I still have my
Darkness,
relief
darkness, darkness.
from the
Yeah,
the
I
drop.
want because I want to get Irk in there while his relief is active.
Well, I'm
And
still at
it,
100.
you said it's 24 hours, right?
24 hours.
So
And
if
then-
we sleep,
If you sleep
8
now,
hour
it'll still be
rest.
active.
yeah, we eat
Cool.
now, handle plant, go into the deep dark, down dark, deep dark. If I keep
So-
adding on different definitions for dark, do you think it'll get funnier as I go?
So then we're not gonna go into this place now. Are we gonna try to save that for next session, basically? Out of character, everybody.
Up
Or
to you
are we
guys.
trying to-
You can do it this session if you want, or you can wait till next time. It doesn't matter to me.
I think we
Yeah.
handle the plant and then we enter, and then we end it at us entering because then it's a cliffhanger.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I like that.
All right.
Or yeah, well, we can see how far we get because I think we still have like an hour or so till 9.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see how much we get through.
So
So
then,
if it turns out we get through the plan in like 10 minutes, then I mean,
So
might
then
as well.
Brillow's gonna cast Goodberry with his Eldritch Oak staff to get great berries. Then That'll be sorry spells now level 7. So that's
If you wish to sleep, you may stay in my abode for now. Please follow me.
Hey, yo, he's taking us home? Babadook.
so 110 great berries.
Dear Lord. So he begins to lead you to his home as Brillow's just like berries, 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 berries.
1, 2,
Oh yeah, Irkbluz,
3.
real quick, can you try this out? As I give him like a little chunk of Cyclops meat.
Okay. You're just gonna eat it.
Does
Questions
is he affected by the wand of wild magic raw meat effect?
Oh, is it not cooked?
Yeah,
Yes.
he is.
Yep.
So
Awesome.
I need the 4d4, and that'll determine how many rounds that you will be deafened.
10. That's a whole minute.
That is an entire minute that you have blood coming out of your ears and you are completely deaf.
Ha! So the wild magic carried over to this universe.
What?
I cannot hear what you said.
You guys are entered into his home, and he says, "Please sleep where you like. I will be continuing to feast with my people."
Linnea's gonna sleep outside because there's no shot that she could comfortably sit somewhere in this house. Well, you know, everything's orc-sized, right?
Yeah, everything's orc-sized. You could
So-
sleep
She's gonna,
comfortably
like-
in the house.
You guys
Well,
just see Brillow create like a mountain of berries.
She'll find like a nice wall to lean against.
As you guys look through this house, you realize this is filled with stuff that has been stolen from town and just like people who have come and gone. It's a lot of very valuable things, actually. You can obviously see a chest full of what looks like gems, gold, and treasures. There appears to be a globe of another world. There's just books and papers scattered everywhere. In the middle seems to be a large dial of sorts, but you're unsure what it's measuring as it continues to tick. And there's just...
Does it look at all like the dial that we saw in the Tower of Memories?
It looks similar to that, but I need a religion check from somebody.
I vote it's not me because I do in fact have a -1 in intelligence.
Can I provide guidance to the person making the religion check?
Oh, for sure, I'll do it.
Yeah, Gareth probably is the best.
I'm a really bad paladin with my.
Hey.
Actually, it makes sense for my character, but I'm a terrible paladin.
So that would be a 19 for Gareth, adding Brillow's D4.
16, and
Okay.
hold on.
Restore the balance.
No, knowledge
I
from
was
past
waiting for
life. I don't have that anymore. It's sad. Dirty 20 after 3 dice.
There you go. Gareth, a shiver gets sent down your spine when you look at this thing. It has chronomancy coming from it, and it seems to contain essences of Cronus.
Oh,
What?
shit, this isn't good. How would he have such an object?
As you begin to look at it, you realize there's a good bit of it that's been damaged. But you find some what looks like an insignia on one of the parts of it. This thing looks like it has been marked. It says by the scientist as one of his creations, and it says Experiment 64.
And the scientist I would recognize from Jade's memory.
The scientist is something you've all run into.
Oh, yes.
Little
Yeah, he
bitch.
was
Timora, yes.
Timora at the town square in Brillow's memory.
You Rocket Raccoon me.
I kind of hate that guy. Not gonna lie.
What, Rocket Raccoon?
No, the scientist.
Oh,
I love
I was
Rocket
going to say,
Raccoon.
Rocket Raccoon is awesome. You leave him alone.
Say, what did he do? Guardians 3
never.
did him justice, all right?
Oh my god, don't even bring up that movie. I will start crying right here, right now. 4 teeth go now. 4 teeth go now. Flips table.
Anyway, Gareth, would you like to share your findings?
I'm thinking, guys, this is not good. How did this orc come to own this? This is an experiment from the scientist with Kronos' magic encased inside.
He's been raiding the scientist people, correct? The soldiers in town.
No one look at D&D memes. Brillow, why?
I'm looking right now. What did you do?
Brillow,
what
why?
did you do? No, my baby.
God damn it.
I protect her from all harm. I take her into my house. She is mine now.
Sorry, in this universe, she's also dead.
All right, thank you guys so much for letting me play with you. It's been a great time. I'm gonna head out.
What a response! It's going to be okay. Car keys and alcohol.
Hey kids, don't drink and drive. Actually, hey everyone, don't drink and drive.
I'm gonna say kids shouldn't drink and drive.
Especially
kids shouldn't drive.
I don't know. Superman is sending an important message.
Hey, quick question: is that Bill Nye the Science Guy in that jogging meme gif? Because it sure looks like Bill Nye the Science Guy.
I think it is. That honestly is why I chose it, because I'm not gonna lie, it just looked funny for speed walking.
SW, what does SW stand for? Oh, speed walking. Okay. Look at speed.
This is kind of
that's
kind of how I imagined it.
Anyway, Gareth, you may continue explaining.
This place, it just seems far too convenient. If this place has been set up by the scientist in order to bring orcs here to continue his testing.
Well, I don't think the scientist planned on making a god.
Then he's dead, is he not? Or he's in Freyhold. Is he in Freyhold?
He's dead. He's alive. It's kind of confusing at this point. We kind of need to get back to Freyhold to find out. But to do that, we need to take care of this plant and take care of the god-killing. Is that the bow in there or the sword? I was kind of confused.
Gubgul says it is the bow.
Oh, good for Jade.
Irk looks offended at this. Or do you forget who won the archery contest?
Irk, you can't use it close range. You'd have to stay away from fights.
Technically not you in this world.
So, we give the bow to our second best archer. Good plan.
Technically, in this world, you never won it. Jade took it away from you. I look at Jade.
Jade just soundly, unconscious. Pretty sure at this point, Jade's, in a coma.
Again.
Girlfriend in a coma, I know.
Whatever happened to her in that competition really just, it messed her up, so when she falls asleep, she stays asleep.
I hit her with, the power of all the spirits of my people, so... Yeah.
Linnea
Jade is now
channeled the
canonically
power of God
narcoleptic.
and anime, and unfortunately, it was too much for Jade to handle.
So Brillow casted all the spell slots into the Great Berries, and then proceeds to go to bed.
Okay. Wow,
And
that
he is
got put
going
up there real quick. That got added on there really, really quick, Linnea.
Have that chip on speed dial.
I'm going to be taking away. I feel like I want locate object.
Dude, listen, do not quote the magic at me, which I was there when it was written. I love Vine. I quote that all the time.
All right, it feels like. All right, I'm not gonna use polymorph today.
I had
Speak
to
of
step away for like
plants.
5 seconds. Oh yeah, so okay, so we Honkshu.
Um,
Did Gareth, do you want to say anything else about anything else you want to say about like the mirror? Do you think
also, quick
we need to
question:
break it or something?
is there any like incense in the area?
Incense. Make me an investigation check.
See invest. Can I give myself guidance?
Yeah.
I'm formally apologizing if
15.
you guys hear me moving around. I'm trying to get my meds.
Yeah. Brillow, you do find some incense.
Is it worth at least 25 GP?
Yes.
All right, so then I'm gonna switch out another spell. So gonna get rid of this. Gonna add divination, and I'm going to add speak with plants.
All right. So you'll just need to update your sheet and then also give yourself a long rest.
Yep.
I'm at long rest too, because that means I get my face step back. Yay!
Gareth, with your remaining 4 hours, what would you like to do?
I had a plan for that, but now I've forgotten it.
That'd be first.
Oh, yes. For one of those hours, I would like to ritually cast Find Familiar.
To bring Gwen back.
Hell yeah.
Let me go
Fuck
grab-
that orc.
Let me go grab Gwen.
Oh god,
There's Gwen.
there's too many servers. I can't.
So
find
wait,
a
you
server.
want Gwen to do what to the orc?
She's gonna fuck.
Oh,
So, also, Gareth, I give you my ritual book because I'm a wait, is it? Do I have ritual caster? Sorry, ignore me. Ignore me. I forgot something.
I cannot believe I got inspiration for writing freaking the Katy
Never
Perry.
mind, I thought I took the feature. If that's a different campaign.
Is Brillow cutting out for anyone else?
No, sorry, I'm just ending my like statements in a like
Okay, I
mixing
thought you were
campaigns.
literally. I thought you were literally like talk. I would hear you talking, and then I hear you like quiet down. I thought you were just going in and out, and I was like, "Somebody help!"
Yeah, my bad. But yeah, I switched out the spells, and then I'm going to cast divination, and as a ritual.
You said divination. Oh, yeah, there it is. That's a 4th level spell.
Yep. I'm going to.
Is divination a ritual spell? Oh, yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. All right, so you cast it as a ritual. And so what does that do for you? Let's see. Magic and offering. Put contact with a god or a god's servants. You know, ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within 7 days. The GM
Yep.
offers a truthful reply. The reply may be a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. Spell does not take into account any possibilities, circumstances that may change the outcome, such as the casting of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. You cast the spell 2 or more times before finishing the next long rest. There's a cumulative 25% chance for each casting the first that you get a random reading. Okay. So then you cast divination. Let's see. What god are you trying to contact?
I'm trying to contact a nature god of some kind. Like mainly like any type of like nature god connected to the Fae, and I'm gonna just try to ask and find out if I cast my plant growth spell on this creature that seems to be affected by a god, what would happen?
Let's see. Okay, so then as you are trying to connect to a Fey god, you actually come into contact with the Archfey Obad High. As he begins to speak to you. And repeat your question one more time.
If I cast my spell plant growth for 8 hours, will this plant that seems to be affected by a god, um, will it negatively harm these people?
He speaks to you very directly, and he says, "To give the plant more power means to give it more strength. To give it more strength means to give it more will. Its will is its own, so choose your course carefully."
All right. Thank you.
And then your connection with Obad High disappears.
Oh, so I spoke to a god. His name was Obatai.
He's an archfey.
Archfey, and he's a Greyhawk deity, actually.
So they basically just said, if I do it, I'm gonna end up making it stronger. So if I think it's gonna hurt these people, then don't do it. So all right, now I'm gonna talk to it, guys. So wish me luck. Uh, I'm also gonna say everything it says, just to like make it easier for you guys translation wise.
I don't know. Does the plant speak its native language, or does it speak your language?
It speaks
Uh,
telepathically to Brillow, if I remember
Cool,
correctly.
cool. It'd be really funny if it just started speaking in Sylvan, and Brillo was like, "What?" I'm also definitely not eating. I promise.
I believe it. It says you speak with animals or speak with plants. I've got it right here. With limited sentience and animation, giving them the ability to communicate with you and follow your simple commands. You can question plants about events in the spell's area within the past day, gaining information about creatures that have passed, weather, and other circumstance. So it just says that you can just talk to it.
yep. Hello. Testing. Testing.
Yeah, it says that you can talk with it as if you shared a common language, but you gain no magical ability to influence it.
Hello. Testing. Testing. Can you? This is the first time I've tried this.
Okay, so all of you have headed to the plant then, or is it just Brillo that's headed to the plant?
I go with at least.
I will
No, yeah,
go as
we all
backup.
follow.
You said what, Gareth?
I will go as backup.
Okay, so is it just you and you, Linnea, and Brillo?
And
And
or
Irk.
Sage will go.
We're gonna say all of you go.
Yeah.
All of you. All of you. There we go. all of you have gone as backup. Let me go ahead and move the map here. There we go. Okay, so you begin to speak to the plant. You now have 10 minutes as it begins to speak to you. It says, "Yes. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Pleasure to meet you, Brillow. Do you have a name that you go by?
I have no name."
Oh. Um. Sorry. So, can you tell me your story?
It says, "My story?
How'd you end up coming into a land and the orcs see you as a friend? So how'd you end up becoming a friend of the orcs?
I grew here. Orc. Green creatures. They need help. They want food.
Do you like them?
Yes, I like them lots.
How come? What did they do for you that you like them so much?
When they dies, they taste delicious."
Oh,
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
so
Brillow,
you're
Brillow, are you telling us? Are you telling us as it's happening? Or you're gonna tell us after?
I'm repeating everything it's saying out loud.
Did Irk tell us what's been happening to the orcs?
So do you only eat them when they die?
Irk has not mentioned anything that's been happening to the orcs, but from what Gobgul said, nothing seems to be happening to the orcs. It only seems non-orcs.
No,
that,
no,
like,
no, no, no. Did
Oh.
they tell us about the switch thing?
No, he is not.
Cool. Then I
Oh,
I
yeah.
know nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna explain all that after we deal with the plans.
Cool.
So
Brillo, what was your other question?
So I asked, do you only eat them when they die? You don't ever plan to eat them while they're like alive, right?
No, I feeds them, keeps them healthy. Then they dies, and I eats them.
Can I vibe check that?
You can absolutely try.
All right, vibe check.
I want to know how you vibe check a plant.
An insight check, I guess.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
You dap it up and see how it responds. Well, yeah, no, it's not gonna respond very well. Looks like.
You don't know because
Can
you
I
don't know
give
how
myself-
you don't know how hostile plants act.
I was gonna ask, can I do Boon to Luck?
You already used your boon. Oh, you had a long rest. So then,
Yeah.
yes, you can.
Get a 10. Get a 10. Get a 10.
9.
It's a 9. Makes it an 18.
I think that might be the best boon of luck we've seen so far.
I mean, from how it's speaking to you, it seems quite neutral, as it's acting more of like a circle of life kind of thing, where it's, hey, they die, so I'm just going to eat them.
Oh,
Like after they're buried or something.
Yeah.
yeah. It seems like a symbiotic relationship, guys. They help the tree when it's hungry, and it helps feed them.
It
So,
sounds correct. We'll ask if he's okay with us casting a spell on him.
all right. So, I have an ability that could make you grow twice as strong, twice as fast. Is it okay if I cast it on you?
I grows more. I
Yeah.
grows stronger. Yes. Yes. I want. You do
All
this.
right.
Use my friend.
Wait,
All
okay, I can't remember what character have you done that sounded like this.
I also do not remember.
All right.
I was to say that sounded familiar.
I do want to be your friend. So I'll do this and help you out. Okay?
Yes. Helps me.
How about this? From now on, can I give you a name?
Name. Name.
I will call you Tara.
I was gonna say Feinson.
Tara.
Tara?
Yeah, Tara. Like
I love it.
Tara.
Oh my god.
name's is Tara.
And as I say that, I start casting plant growth.
Okay. Also,
Uh,
I remember what creature I talk like this. It's the raccoon.
Oh, yep.
It brings me so much joy. I cannot put it into words.
So
What, the
Brillo's
voice?
gonna be.
Yes, it gives me so much serotonin.
Okay.
So I need to use the bathroom.
Cool.
Brillo's gonna do that for the next 8 hours.
Okay. For the next 8 hours, Brillo is gonna be massaging the plants.
And then, so everywhere within the next half mile becomes more fertile.
The plant every now and then just says, "Moisturize me, moisturize me."
Yes, Zaddy.
I
Uh,
also I'll eat like a good berry, like every like great berry every now and then.
Could we hear touch me more in the voice? Pretty please.
You said touch me?
Yeah, I'll clip it.
Oh
It'll
my
be great. I'll
God.
use it as a ringtone.
All right, I'm gonna
Okay.
be right
I'll-
back. I need to
I'll
use this.
go ahead and use the bathroom, Brillo. We'll go ahead and do a bathroom break. And just for Linnea, I'll say it. Anything else you want me to say on top of that?
On top of, hey, yo.
Oh
Because
my
I can
God.
simply just say like, here. So I'll give you a couple.
Okay.
Touch me,
Oh, yeah.
or
Very
something
flat.
like, touch me, Zaddy.
Okay, that's okay. This is a horrible thing. Actually, changed my mind.
There you go. You
Take it
change your
back.
mind.
Get it away from me.
Have we learned the consequences of our actions
Touches
yet?
me, enriches me.
I have learned well, I think I learned the consequences of my actions when me and Jade jokingly making a sex religion has turned into apparently a best-selling novel. I think that was the consequences of my actions.
Is that a good or a bad consequence?
Look, here comes the consequence. I don't know.
All we need is
Oh,
you
you
to
know
touch me by the
what?
doors.
Linnea, if you if
Touch me
you
by the doors.
give
That's
the
good.
if you give the Kuatoa a copy of your book, they might they might make you and Jade into actual gods.
I don't think Babadook's gonna like that though.
I'm just
me.
throwing it out there. I'm just throwing it
Because
out
they
there.
can't they don't worship more than one. They all worship as a society. So if we took it away
Okay.
from Babadook, he'd be mad.
Yeah,
That's
if you look,
okay. I
if
wasn't
you
sure.
look at like
They're not
D&D lore,
polytheistic.
like one of the first things you see about the Kuatoa, at least in 5th edition, is that like there's a picture of a lighthouse that they worshipped and it became sentient and it like grew legs and stuff and it started walking in the ocean and they worshipped it as a sea god.
Oh my god. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So there's two options if we gave them the book. A, they'd start worshiping me and Jay and we get powers. B, they'd worship the book itself, and suddenly we have a smut book god that would absolutely talk in a voice I don't want to hear.
Or the worst case
Hey!
scenario, option 3, they start worshiping Tiniel and Tiniel becomes a god.
Can you imagine just hearing
Tiniel,
yes, you're good.
what
And,
are you?
and may your inner goddess jump in joy, and yours as well.
Tiniel becomes the god of lust.
Oh no,
The god
thank
of
you. No,
bondage.
thank you. I try not to think about the fact that canonically Jade and Linnea had a threesome with Tiniel, but every once in a while, it appears, and I suddenly get chills down my spine.
You go,
I mean,
No,
if Tiniel
no,
ever became a
that was
god,
too-
it'd
that
be
was-
the meme of like, we see the god killer coming, and it's the meme of like, oh, it's the god killer, close the gates. But Tiniel's a god. Open the gates a little. No.
open the gates a little. You
that
also-
that chills at the spine was too lustral. That was too much sultry in that. It has to be like It's fear. You know, like when someone like does the thing where they like put like they like send like, oh, there's a spider on your back, and then like do the thing with their hand. It's like that feeling.
Yeah. You know,
Back.
it's welcome back. Let's say it's funny. The whole campaign's about a thing that wants to kill all the gods, and you guys appear to be on a world that contains a lot of gods currently.
Yeah.
What if the real god killer were the friends we made along the way?
That is the real god killer. Either that or it's Gareth.
So in order to defeat the god killer, we have to kill all the friends we made along the way.
That's right. You have to kill everybody.
If we
Battle
kill
Royale.
the god,
The actual
then
ending
god
of the
killer
campaign.
has nothing to do.
Is you get the red button, and they say if you push this, everyone will die except you guys.
Beep.
No, but then I can't be a lesbian love with my childhood best friend.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Definitely
Oh,
just
God.
friends.
What if Ainsley reads the book?
Well, one thing you have to remember is the ship that you found it on came from Ragbar.
Oh my god. So
Y'all, if I meet my childhood best friend / canonical not hashtag not love interest, because
like you're that
'cause-
slut that wrote the book.
Linnea, I'm surprised at you. I would
I
have think
didn't-
you better than this smut. No,
No, please wait.
wait, please.
So,
This is really-
what
This
does
is a
everyone
really not safe.
what does everyone want to do for 8 hours while Brillow is doing their thing?
I want to go investigate the lever.
I will go with Irk.
Okay. Go ahead and move your characters over to that lever then.
Can you move my character?
No, your character is now paralyzed. You can't do anything.
Well, I mean that's accurate.
There you go.
I can like zoom in and out, but that's about it.
Yeah, I moved your character over there. Gareth, what do you want to do?
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
you're going
back.
with him. Cool. Stonks is over here with Brillow, being like, "Are you done yet?
Oh.
Are we there yet?
How about
Stonks
now?"
is actually trying to help and rubbing his antlers against one of the plants to
It's
just
gonna
stop him.
take
Be
me
like,
8 hours.
Has it been 8 hours
8 minutes.
yet?
There it is. See, now
The next-
Brillow has to go through what I had to go through traveling with him for like 20 years.
Yeah. So for the next 8 hours, he's just gonna keep asking, like every few seconds, like, "Is it ready? Is it done yet?"
What's an hour?
Briller's just like contemplating what elk tastes like.
The rest of you go over to the lever. You notice how massive this lever is. Gobgool said that he closed the lever on his own.
Linnea's making
Alright.
it like a very gentle college try, but like she's trying to see if she can move it, not open it, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah. So if you are just seeing if you can move it, you like put your hand on it, you push it. You push a bit harder, push a bit harder, and you push with everything you've got, and it does not budge.
When we do wish to open this, it's probably going to be a entire party needs to put their whole strength behind it. Effort.
So just Irk and Linnea is what I'm hearing.
No, we can tie a rope to the tip, and then tie it to
Just the tip?
Stonks. And
Oh yeah.
I heard it when I said it, and nobody said anything, and I was like, "Thank God!" And then I knew peace could last.
I,
We could have it like pull.
I have push to talk on for a reason.
You could try that if you wanted. Is that what you're wanting to try to do now?
No, we're gonna. At least I want to wait because I don't think we want to open it. Because if it does something and we get like dragged in, then A, plants are gonna be done. B, we're without Brillow, and C, we're without Brillow. I do have a theory, and it's not a good. It's a very bad thing that could happen. But because I do not know information, I can't say it in character. It's kind of
Are you gonna?
terrifying.
So, does anything happen during these 8 hours then?
I mean, nothing's gonna really happen until you're finished.
I mean, unless like Gareth and Irk don't want to wait.
Well, you
No, Urk will wait for Brillow.
So you're
Well,
waiting with Brillow, or did you leave Brillow?
After we're finished looking at the thing, Linnea will just go find like a tree, and we'll just start training.
I can.
Not and very clarifying, not that like not part of the plan, like a separate thing. Like maybe like just find something to train with. She's not actually hitting it. She's just like practicing maneuvers on it, basically.
Okay, that's probably gonna be some of the broken like boats and stuff over on the shore, because
yeah.
remember all of the plants are connected to the one.
Yeah, she's not touching that shit with a 9-foot pole. She's like absolutely not.
So then, what are you doing, Gareth?
Well, I could conjure an elemental to flip this switch.
Well, I just think we should wait for Brillow, as well as Stonks if he's coming with it. Why am I British? As well as Stonks if he's coming with us. If we go without them and there's danger, we could be in a bit of trouble ourselves.
Damn, just leaving Brillow alone to cast a spell for 8 hours.
Hey, Brillow. Have you ever wondered if there's more worlds out there besides this one?
Wouldn't
I just
Stonks
assumed
know
that there
that?
was.
Wouldn't Stonks know that because we went through the portal together, technically, then?
Yeah, he would.
Hold up, does that mean when we emerged from the river, Stonks was canonically with us then? Please say it was, because I imagine.
You said when you what?
When I emerged from the river.
Oh.
Like when
yeah.
Yeah, canonically Stonks would have been.
Because you just see an elk walk out, and then you see another elk-like creature. You're like, oh, another elk, and then it has a face, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, to Stonks, you guys kind of just like went into some water, and then you came out the other side.
That's so real.
For all he knows, he's still in basically the same world.
He thinks he's in the Feywild, which is wild. Yeah, you see what I did there?
I mean, and the actual Fey plants that are hanging out all around over here probably aren't doing any favors
No.
at dissuading that notion.
Brillow, is it done yet?
You know, I haven't seen an Eladrin in a long time.
Oh goodness.
Where are the furbolgs I used to play with?
What'd you say, Brillow?
I was gonna say if anyone does come to see like Brillow and Stonks, like you're gonna see Brillow madder than like you've probably ever seen him in life.
Can I do a perception check to see if I notice Stonks being a little annoying little guy?
Sure, it's been like 3 hours, and he's just over there, just talking to him and not stopping. And Brillow's like,
I got a 14. Do I notice?
You do.
I go over to Stonks. Can you help me train?
Says, okay. Stonks will try.
Thank you, Stonks. and I'll like as I'm leading away, I'll give Brillow like a sorry expression.
Brillow doesn't know whether to be like more happy that Stonks is gone or more pissed that Linnea summoned Stonks in the first place.
He's not summoned anymore.
Stonks does ask you, Linnea, may I use Jade as a human shield?
No, we've talked about this. We cannot use sleeping party members to protect ourselves. It is considered bad form.
Fine. He shakes, and then she just falls face first into the sand.
Linnea will go over, like, put her against a rock very gently.
You pick her up, and some sand falls out of her mouth.
Gareth is going to use this time to go look for scrolls.
Oh, are you going back to Gobgul's house?
Gobgul's house or any merchants that may have scrolls.
Okay. Go ahead. So we'll start with the merchants then. I'll do 2 separate perception checks. We'll start with the merchants.
Well, that's a 9.
Unfortunately, as you go through the merchants, so yeah, that second one will be for the Gobgul's house. But as you continue to ask for like scrolls, they don't know what you're talking about until one of them is like, "Oh, wait a minute. You mean pieces of paper with writing on them, right? See
Yeah.
the magic-y kind of stuff?
Yes, anything like that. Yes.
Oh, we burn those.
You what?
Yeah, we burned those.
Yep.
We don't see need for them, so we burned them and then use it to cook food."
Well, whatever floats your boat, I guess.
Says, "This lizard tastes like illusion," and he bites through it, and he can't eat it because it's just an illusion. Delicious.
that.
Well, the sooner I get out of here, the better.
Gareth is at his wit's end.
Oh, I wish I were a sorcerer again.
Gareth, you make it back to Gobgul's house. With your high perception, you begin to look around, and you do find many scrolls kind of just like laying about around. You look, not all of them are magical. A lot of the scrolls seem to be letters that have been written in scroll form and appear to have been intercepted by Gobgul's group, and he took them as treasures. But with a 22, I'm going to say you do find 2 scrolls that at least appear to be magical. Give me 1 second. You find, so the 2 scrolls. The first one, yeah, I'm going to do this set. Okay, number 11.
I thought you were saying like, oh, as if you knew Linnea. I was like, wait, do you know what this list is for this one?
You find the scroll, Gareth. You can't make out the script on the scroll, but you can read the name since they wrote it in common. This is a scroll of speak with plants.
This whole time.
So what you're telling me is we did not need to waste 8 hours.
This was a random roll, so in the world, yes. Canonically of how I DM'd this, not technically. It was smart, but I guess this is just where the dice land.
Okay. I see.
Speak with plants, eh? But I cannot read it.
You cannot.
Son of a
read it.
bitch.
The next one is 10, so 1 below that one. Oh, you like that one. This one, you can read the script on. As you open it up, you begin to look at it and realize this is a scroll of rope trick.
Kinky?
Oh, that is an amazing spell. Let's go.
What does that do?
You create a pocket dimension.
Yeah, you create a pocket
size.
dimension that you can sit within for an hour.
Lets up to 8 creatures in. And nothing can cross through it. So like it's a hidey hole.
You're kind of quiet, Brillow.
Oh, I said it's basically like a hidey hole.
Yeah. Interdimensional hidey hole that fits up to 8 people.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so if the God Killer does do anything, you just go there.
Technically, but it only
blowout
lasts
bunker.
for an hour. And then after
Yeah.
that, everyone is forcefully ejected from it.
Everyone and everything.
Fair enough.
We can have 1 hour apiece.
And Irk, what are you doing for the 8 hours?
I mean, this is the first chance that he's had to reconnect with some of his people, so I'm sure he would want to wander around kind of the main, like, marketplace looking area and just kind of intermingle, like, talk to some of the orcs from the tribes he recognizes and swap stories, share drinks, arm wrestle, that kind of thing. Just general, like, bonding stuff.
Okay, so you're bonding with a lot of them. Many of them are treating you kind of like a celebrity, knowing that you're from the Torth clan and that you are the lucky orc, so you're getting a lot of autographs being asked for. A few of them seem to be more jealous of you, and those are the ones that are going to arm wrestle you. Go ahead and make me 3 strength checks.
Oh, sweet. And I don't have to make them at disadvantage.
You don't.
Now, do I
Living my best life.
have
Truly.
4 hours?
You said, do you have 4 hours?
Yes, 4 hours to kill.
Yeah, you absolutely do.
Perfect. I'm going to inscribe rope trick into my spellbook.
Ooh, smart. Okay.
It's going to cost me 4 hours and 100 GP.
I'd say it's worth it.
I don't think money's an issue for you.
Like,
The money's
an
not really an
most
issue
of
for any of us.
you.
It never will be.
I still have 1,000 platinum.
I need to give Jade another haircut. You know,
Oh.
even the playing field for some of us. Kappa. It wasn't me. It was the orcs.
All right, so here's the first roll.
He
Against
said-
your first roll, Irk, you won that first competition. You won the second competition. And you won the third competition.
No one can defeat me.
As you yell that out, that's when Gobgool steps in front of you and says, "Do you want to put that to the test?"
Maybe after I get the bow.
He says, "What's wrong, Torth clan? Are you scared?"
Course not.
Then he puts his
How do
arm
you feel?
down on the crate and says, "Then let's go."
Gladly.
Is there what's going to grow large for this? Kappa.
Nah. Shit, that was his last one.
It was a 16. You ready for this?
Yeah.
32.
Yeah. Had a feeling.
You go and go, and he flips you over the he flips you over the box you guys are on, and you just end up on your back in the sand.
Okay, one person can defeat me.
As you say that, all the other orcs begin to laugh.
Honestly, Urk's laughing too. It's a good time.
Yep, you're just having a great time. Everyone's swapping stories with you. The only orcs that seem to not really pay attention to you much are the ones from Etheria. They seem to be avoiding most of the other orcs. They seem to be a little different.
In what way? Like less?
They seem to be a bit more depressed and more reserved to themselves. The ones that are from Etheria tend to stay together in groups.
I think Urk would try and approach them and ask them about Etheria.
You approach one of them. They look at you and say, "Can I help you?"
You are from place with bang bang shoot weapon, yes?
That is correct.
I have seen it. One of my clan is from your world.
He grabs onto your shoulders. He says, "You've seen it? Where? Where's the portal to get back? We must go back. We must win the war.
But no portal. I've seen it in memories. But I know what your war looks like.
You feel his tight grip on you begin to listen as his arms kind of slump to his side, and he says, "Oh, my mistake. I apologize for being aggressive."
I apologize for being aggressive.
It is okay. If it were my world, I would want to win your war as well. I fear that the war on your world may spill into this one as well.
He says, What gives you that idea?
If he still has the coin from oh, I guess that wouldn't matter, would it? Or no, it would. It would. He would still show him the coin. I find this in Kotub. And he's going to show him the emblem.
He takes a look at the emblem of the coin. He hands it back to you and says, "If you know what's good for you, you'll throw that away and never look at it again. That kingdom is nothing but trash and filth and just pure evil."
I keep it to remind me who the enemy is.
You're not like a lot of the other orcs, but the others treat you as some kind of celebrity. Are you from their world? What was it called? Korak Thane?
Sarkhan, yes.
Right, Surak Than.
I am born of their world, yes. But I believe we all face a common enemy in the Tuskless that would see us wiped out.
That is the only reason we are still here. These orcs are a bit more brutish than what we've grown to know, but we've all unified under a single goal, and that is to destroy the Pale Skins. Because they threaten all of us.
Do you know anything of their doctor, leader? I don't know what they call it.
Dr. Rice.
Man named Rice, yes. Yeah.
Yes, we know him. He slaughtered more of us than anyone in their military. Especially with that gas of his.
I have seen it. Felt it myself, only in memories, but I know what it can do, and I fear they may be bringing it here to this world.
If there's one thing I can say, is if you ever have the chance and you see him in person, kill him on the spot. He's dangerous to you, and he's dangerous to us.
I'm not the only one in my clan who wants his head. Rest assured, if we see him, we will kill him.
I'll hold you to that.
Good.
They seem to kind of back off a bit as they go back to their own little group there. So we'll say during this whole time, Brillow has finally finished the spell.
Yeah.
Brillow, as the spell finishes, you watch as the plant begins to grow infinitely more. What was a small cart is now completely enshrouded in what looks like a giant bush. The energy from the transmutation magic is so strong with this that you don't need detect magic to feel it. The energy is there and you just know it. Throughout this whole shifting area, you feel the ground begin to shake. As
Oh, I really hope we didn't just fuck up everything.
all of the orcs begin to just like look down and wonder what's going on. When you look over to the lever, you see a large vine coming out from it, and it grips onto the lever, and it pulls the lever over, opening the door to the pyramid.
Oh, I knew it. Oh, okay. Can I see what I was thinking? Now that it's probably gonna happen.
Sure.
When he said he was eating orcs, Babadook told us that every single orc that went down there was screaming with pain, and he heard them die. I think the plant's been eating all the orcs that went down there, and now it's gonna come eat us all. Thank you.
Damn it.
Yeah, but I couldn't say anything because I didn't know that information in character.
Well, the good thing about it being a plant is I've got fire.
The pyramid
God.
now opens. Would you like to
head
inside? That's it.
What have we done?
Let's go check. Like, can we check with Buddy Boy first, Babadook?
Sure.
I'm never gonna remember his real name now because my brain has submitted it as Babadook.
Gubgul.
Keldrak. With the orcs, I tried to take specific care with using the family names because it was important. It seemed like both Irk and Jade for their world, so I made sure that all of these orcs, except for maybe like a handful of them, contain that family name.
Oh no, I noticed. I definitely appreciate it. It was really cool to see you do that. Yeah.
Cool.
Details
I will
important.
listen, there's nothing better when a DM integrates specific things to your background into the game because you're like, I did that. That was me.
That was me. That was my stuff.
So I'll go over to Gord,
Gabgul.
Gabgul, and say, is this to your satisfaction?
He says, the plants seem to be thriving. You look over and notice that the fruits growing from the tree are much larger now, like instantaneously. You thought Brillow's great berries were big. The coconuts are twice the size of bowling balls.
And I've taught some of your orcs how to open these.
He says,
Why do we have to mention Brillow's great berries?
Very well. It seems you've created larger food supply for us. Your deal has been kept. Therefore, I will keep my end of the deal. We will not be raiding the town for the civilians for a while. But within a week's time, we will be attacking their military. And we will make sure to be weakening their defenses and taking their weapons.
Urk may actually have an idea for when you do this.
I'm listening.
We know there is a ship that will soon be back in port at Kotub. They will be expecting a shipment of slaves. What if instead they were met with the fury of an orcish warband? Then we take their ship and sail it back to their wretched shores.
When did you say that this ship would be here?
Let me check my notes.
2 fortnights, right?
It was a fortnight. It was 2 weeks.
So it's 14 days. Yeah.
So it's going to be about 10 days now from,
Damn.
yeah, it's because of your last long rest. It's going to be 10 days from today.
We're just
10
jumping
days.
random people.
And we have suspicions that the people that they are wanting to ship might be mine.
Says the centaurs.
Aye.
Would these centaurs be the same ones used to drive out the orcish people of this world?
What?
The ones removed from their island home. Would these be the same?
I don't know.
If so, they did so as slaves, not warriors of their own right.
Just as your people were taken, mine were as well.
Yes, but we will decide that for ourselves. Blood on your hands is still blood on your hands. If
Yes.
they are there and they fight, they will die like the rest.
If we do this plan, all I ask you to give me at least a conversation to see if I can convince them to come to my side. If they are who I think they are great warriors and they can help us.
Centaurs fighting with orcs. Do you truly believe they would agree with that?
I'm fighting with one, am I not?
He thinks
I have fought with Linnea for some time now. It is not as impossible as you think.
Says, but she may be an outlier. But I will accept your proposal.
The look on Linnea's face when that is said is like, she's not okay. She's no longer okay.
Because he said that she may be an outlier?
Uh-huh.
Okay. He says, I will agree to your proposal. We will march upon the town in 10 days. You will join us there. You will be allowed to speak to your kin. But if they do not agree to fight with us, they will die with the rest of that military.
She does like a single head nod. And with like her, like there's like a little bit of tears in her eyes, but she's holding it back because she knows orcs value strength.
That's smart. Okay. And he says, well then, I believe you have opened your door. Let's see if you can truly claim your weapon.
Into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. Ugh.
So then, I assume all of you then begin to head to the open door.
Yes.
As you head to it, you see that it almost looks like a larger hole has been cracked open in the side of the pyramid. Who enters first?
Irk.
You know what? Hand in hand, Irk. Brothers in arms.
Before I enter, I will cast light on my staff.
So, before Brillow enters, he's going to summon his flaming companion.
Okay, so you go and add your flaming companion then. Gareth casts light on his staff.
And before Irk enters, I would obnoxiously like to point out that I have dark vision.
Fuck you! Not only are you stronger, but you see better too. You're an asshole.
Who are you talking to?
Irk.
Nice.
I am better!
I cast fireball at you, but you are resistant.
Where is the art for your fire spirit, Brillow? I'm trying to find it.
It's the squirrel. It should be in here.
Fire squirrel.
If you look at the map, I'm pinging it.
Hold on. I'm trying to find where you're pinging it. Ping it one more time.
Bottom
it's
right.
over there. Yeah, I see it. I'm gonna go ahead and move it up here. Move it right next to you. Okay, so let me make sure I have all of you guys in there properly. We're going to keep Stonks outside of here unless you want him to go in with you guys.
I mean, he's technically a battle buddy, right?
Yeah.
It's, on a scale of 1 to 10, how strong is he? Like, is he as strong as a player, or is he like
He
mid?
levels up the same level as you, but they like make sure they're not overpowered. But he's strong, but he's definitely not as strong as you guys.
I feel if he does not come with us, he might end up as the guest of honor when it comes to the next meal.
You know what? He's gonna come with me. Yeah, he's gonna come with. Yeah, come up with.
It might be a good call.
They're gonna have
Gareth.
him for dinner.
I'm
He's
just
gonna have
saying,
him
they
for
are
dinner.
orcs.
Dude, I promise you, one of those will be like, you know, there's a lot of coconuts, but that elk looks tasty. And he's gonna go, Stonks is not a snack. Stonk is a whole meal. And then they're gonna eat him.
You come back out like Stonks.
I just see like one of the orcs chewing on an antler.
Dogs is tasty.
Maybe
I
we
go
could
to-
leave Stonks and
He
Jade
was
out
right.
here.
He was a whole meal. Yeah,
I
the
go
thigh
to-
meat is really good.
Linnea
I
goes
know,
into
but-
a rage.
Maybe we
No,
could
all
leave.
all we gotta do at that point is like
What?
kick one of the trees really hard and then just book it.
What'd you say, Brillow?
Maybe we could leave Stonks and Jade out here until Jade wakes up.
I have a feeling Jade is right about to wake up. I just saw him get home.
So
Perfect
all of
timing.
you, one by one, make your way into the Kalrez ruins. And when you step in, this is what you see.
Oh, I can't see anything. It's like, stupid deed behind me. Please. Please. Let me
You
see
see
things.
a large room with stone pillars raising to the ceiling. A few of them seem to be crumbling a good bit with age. There seems to be a stone wall with words inscripted into it in the middle of the room. And at the end of the room are two large dragon skeletons that seem to be frozen in a pose, both like pointing to the bow that sits atop the stairs on the pedestal. And behind all of that are massive amounts of gold and platinum and silver, with weapons lined with it, and armor that seems more rare than anything you've ever seen. And that is where we're going to end the session.
Someone tells me this is a Aladdin kind of situation.
Urk hasn't told you guys anything about what Gobgold said.
No.
Oh, he's about to. He's about to.
He's like, oh, by the way, as Brillow's like, what? Grabbing everything.
Brillow's like, shinies!
Stonks is like, snacks. It's just eating gold. Just
Wait, why is Brillow the one considered the one to be like the
Sticky fingers.
sticky fingers of the group when we have Jade and
don't say Linnea.
no, I was gonna say freaking Gareth.
Okay, good. I
What?
mean,
What did
raccoons
Gareth?
raccoons have little grabby hands. They're little,
Trash burglars, you know.
yeah. Also, rodents inherently like shiny things.
I'm
so.
based on a squirrel. One.
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you? He's
I'd
a
never
squirrel,
called you
not
a horse.
raccoon.
Yeah, he shoves it all into his cheeks. He doesn't just hold on to it.
I thought he was a dog.
Rough.
Before we
sounds
completely sign off, though, if anyone wants to look at the middle, they can at least read and look at the writing. But
Oh,
do
yeah,
need
can
to
I-
know,
can I-
does anyone speak Draconic?
Yes.
Oh no, I did. I have the wrong. Oh, I mixed up when I made my paladins because I made both my paladins at the same time. I made my Eladrin paladin speak Draconic, and this one speaks Celestial on accident, and I'm so mad about it every time I look.
You said you do speak Draconic.
Yes. Gareth speaks Draconic.
Okay.
Oh shit. Nice.
So Gareth, you read it. It's up to you if you read it out loud. I assume you probably want to. it basically says, "Here lies the power to slay gods, guarding it by the ones entrusted for its safety. Touch anything else, and you will suffer the consequences."
Yeah, Aladdin. It's Aladdin. It's Aladdin. Yeah.
Do not touch anything but the bow, no matter how tempting it may be.
What about the ground?
The
If you're worried about it, I will cast fly on you if you wish.
What about the air?
No,
So-
Urk, breathe. Urk, breathe.
as Urk is freaking
He's
out,
like holding his
Gareth,
breath.
you see that there is more writing below the draconic script. It is in Sylvan, though.
Hey.
Cracks
Um,
knuckles, allow
so-
me.
so I'm guessing
Funny
most of
story,
you speak Sylvan.
No, I speak Sylvan.
Okay.
I don't know if anyone else.
Does anyone else
Nah,
speak
I
Sylvan?
was just saying that that's what Jade's doing.
Linnea,
Jade?
the only part that you yeah, because Jade speaks Sylvan, I believe, actually.
Oh.
But the only part
Right.
that you read, Linnea, at the bottom, after Gareth reads it out loud, looks like it's very sloppy how it was engraved in there. It was definitely by someone who came in here before trying to take the bow. And all it says is, "Don't believe the sign."
Gareth, I think we should. I'm unsure what this means, but this phrasing here, it says don't believe the sign.
It could mean that even if you just take the bow, the skeletons may come to life.
Perhaps I should go then. I'm the fastest of the party, and I have my face step, or misty step.
This will be able to be discussed next time or in a campfire chat, because we are going to end the session here.
GG's, boys.
GG.
I am a horse. Let me sacrifice my life, bitches.
I'm a horse, nay.
I give my
Nay.
life for Pakistan.
Linnea keeps forgetting that she's not the only one with Misty Step.
I know. I just have 40. I have 40 feet of movement. Is what I'm thinking
know.
about. I'm just a
Gareth
fast little
runs like-
bastard.
Gareth runs like Gandalf.
Don't worry, I can move
Right,
45 feet.
I mean,
How
with
can
the
you-
full,
Wait,
with
how
the
can you
full
move
round of
45
movement,
feet?
I think Jade has the fastest, though, doesn't she?
Mine is 80 feet of movement if I dash.
And Jade's is 90, I think, with movement, bonus action, dash, and dash. Right?
True. But I could. But if with my face step, I can also. So I can move. I can go
You
80,
can go to 30.
and then I can go 110.
Okay, no, yeah, then you have the highest with that.
Because what is that? Let's see. How big is this room? Oh yeah, no, I could get across like the entire. I
You
could
could 100% say
schmoove.
that.
I could schmoove out of there.
You absolutely could.
So, who for session inspiration? Who's giving it to whom?
Yeah, who's getting the session inspiration?
Dang, everyone's really good, though.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of like a really standout moment.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there's only 4 of you, which means it could be a tie.
That's why we have you, DF.
Gareth.
I knew Brillo rolled to see who he was going to give it to.
I'll say
Oh no, I was
Earth?
asking Gareth for his who do you vote for?
I was going to give
Okay.
it to GM for reusing voices.
Yeah, recycling. I'm helping the environment.
I'm gonna go with Irk because I mean the fact that he raw dogged a god and didn't like get absolutely demolished. He lasted 3 rounds, which is insane.
Yeah.
Now, did he
Oh,
go
that was
down
cool.
after the first hit or the second hit?
It was after the second hit.
It would've been
Shit.
the second.
If my
Okay,
power didn't go out, I was gonna do the chronal shift again.
Damn.
Okay.
But my fucking power went out.
He had
We had a-
he had 28 hit points left, and the total was like I think just a little bit above 30.
I think it was
between the two.
31.
Yeah, it was like 31.
3 hit point difference.
Sad.
Yeah, that was
alright.
insane though.
I'm voting Irkbluz as well.
So is that
'Cause-
2 or 3 votes for Irkbluz?
I'm giving it to Irkbluz.
It's sorry.
Irkbluz,
All right, well,
congratulations! You get the inspiration.
I guess
for
I'll
this
give it to
session.
myself.
Oh, so
I mean-
First
actually,
unanimous session.
secret rule: if you give it to yourself, you no longer get it. So no inspiration. I'm sorry.
Oh,
No, you earned the inspiration. You did fantastic this time. It's sad that Jade wasn't able to play today, but hopefully Jade will be able to join us next session.
it was absolutely
Yes.
feral. The fact that 2 rounds in a row, I've gotten DM inspiration for doing some weird improv thing because I'm feral.
If you had a nickel for every time you got inspiration for acting feral,
You'd have 2 nickels.
you'd have 2 nickels.
I'd have more than 2 actually, because I got it. We got inspiration from Twilight. We got
yeah, that's right.
my AirPods are about to die. We got inspiration from like something else I cannot remember, but I did another improv thing, and the DM was like, "Yeah, no inspiration." And then of course, California Orcs, the new KDP song.
That was so funny though.
You change your mind like a centaur changes antlers.
Oh, it was your Surfer Bro recap. That's what it was.
Yes, that's what it was. The Circle Ball recap.
Yeah.
Legendary.
All right. Well, my AirPods are about to die, and that means that your voices will be echoed to the kind people who are letting me stay in their house, and I don't want to put them through that. So I will bid you adieu.
Sounds good.
Great job, Irkbluz.
Have a good week.
Yeah, everyone have a
It's good
good
playing
week,
with
and
you.
I will be seeing you next Sunday.
See you guys Sunday. Bye.
Cool.
Bye.
Everybody.